Latte, just stand for the camera.
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super hyped to be here right now. First of all, it's been a minute. Let's talk about that. Second of all, y'all, we made it to 5 motherfucking K. We made it to 5K HARASDOLLS. We did that. Y'all did that. We did that. I did that. We did that together. We did that. Y'all, it's so crazy because one day I was looking at my YouTube studio and I was at like 4,800 and something. And then like I looked at it 2 days later and I was past the 5K mark. I didn't even get to see it hit the 5,000. I saw it like exceed that. So I was like, oh my god, like this is crazy. You guys, I am beyond grateful and appreciative, and now we about to go hit our 10K mark soon. We about to hit that. So you guys already know I am a woman of my word, and we have been going with a 5K giveaway challenge, and we have got our 5 winners. We got our 5 winners, you guys. It was so hard for me to pick you guys because I truly did not anticipate so many of you guys pouring into me as much as you guys have and continue to do. So when I was picking my 5 winners, I was like, oh my god, like this is so hard, like but I picked my 5 winners and I'm going to announce you guys at the end of the video. Yes, because I have nice little things that I want to say to you guys. So for the people who don't want to stay, them can't go on, and for them who want to stay, can't stay. You see me. So it wouldn't be right to have a 5K congratulations video without a juicy story time attached, because a lot of you guys are here because of my infamous story times, as dramatic and as chaotic they might be. No, Latte. Like I was saying before Latte interrupted me, as chaotic and as dramatic as my story times are, you guys love me for them. So I come to you guys with another juicy, squish, juicy mac and cheese story time. Okay, I want to give you guys an update video so bad. That's why I need to start vlogging, because I'm tired of filling up the intros with my updates. Like, a lot of y'all just want the stories, but a lot of y'all want the updates. So I promise to be giving y'all my vlogs so that we could get right into our story times, right? So without further ado, the story starts off like this. And when I say the story starts off like this, y'all know it's finna be what? It's finna be what? It's finna be motherfucking juicy. Okay, squish, scram, juicy. Okay, stay tuned in. So I don't know if a lot of y'all watch my bartending story time, right? I'm gonna add it somewhere over here, right? I don't know if a lot of y'all watch my bartending story time, but I think I mentioned I need a word for, if y'all watch Evan the Entertainer, he called it powder donuts. So I don't know if I'm gonna call it that, I'm gonna call it something else. But I was telling y'all about this, I wouldn't even say manager, I don't even know how to describe this gremlin. I was telling you about this person in that story time because some of the story took place at this person's spot, right? And yeah, some of y'all told me y'all wanted the story time on her. I never gave y'all the story time on the owner because it just never kind of came up to me. It wasn't that important. And then something ended up happening that now, like, I'm like, nah, I need to talk about this. I need to talk about this because what the fuck? So I'm just gonna start the story off fresh, okay? Because a lot of y'all was confused my last story time when I be referencing old stuff and some of y'all have not watched it, so I'm gonna just give y'all a nice little fresh story time, and then whoever want to go watch this video can watch it and get some background story on the plot twist or whatever, right? So how I want to start this off, because I need to give y'all y'all know I need to give y'all like the details, the intro, the bio, conclusion, whatever. I need to break it down, right? So how I want to start this off. All right, cool, boom. Y'all know I used to be a bartender, right? So that's what I used to mainly do, like, for a long time. Like, when, like, after, like, you know, everything shut down and, like, the pandemic and everything happened. I just realized I didn't even finish the reference to the powdered donuts, but let me just get the story started so y'all can understand what I'm talking about, right? Because I feel like I'm gonna go in circles. Let me just start it fresh. So I was bartending since the pandemic, making, like, you know, that's off the books money, is straight cash. I wouldn't say bartending is untaxed, because even though you're not paying the government tax, you still got to pay for other stuff in order to even work. So your money is taxed regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the government taxing it, it's somebody else taxing you. You know what I mean? So because you got to pay for outfits, you got to pay the bus boys at the bar, got to get a percentage. So you're getting taxed regardless. Still a lucrative way of making money, don't get me wrong. Good money, good money. It has its days, but overall good money. So as a bartender, you're basically like a freelance worker. You work wherever you want. As you know, the way the bartending scene is in the bottle service, girl, because I was doing both bottle service and bartending. You get hired off of your looks and how much reach you have on the internet. You don't get hired because you have a license to bartend. Like 99% of the girls don't know how to mix a pina colada or a margarita together. You're just hired to kind of look like a presentation at the bar to get people to spend more money at the bar. You feel me? So the way it works is like you know, network. You network with other bartenders, promoters, club owners, all them different type of people, and you get in where you fit in and you make your money, right? But when you're bartending, you're not getting paid. You're making money from the customers, and you're paying for your outfits, and then you're paying a percentage at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Because even though you're here to present the looks, they have busboys who are actually handling the transactions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it works. So they got to get their cut too. So as I said, you're not getting paid to be there. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting hired, but you're not getting paid. You're not on nobody's payroll. This is a cash business, right? So now, very unethical. I'm just trying to put out the scene. It's like, who you know, whatever. You don't need no papers. You don't need no ID. You don't need none of that. It's straight cash business. Some places, like in big clubs, like, yeah, it get like that. But not in, like, smaller underground places. It's not like that, right? So, like I told y'all in that other video, I had met this promoter. I'm gonna call him, what I'm gonna call him? I'm gonna call him Spooky, right? So Spooky, he's this older guy. He's a promoter. I met him through some other bartenders I've worked with. They told me that he's always like looking for new faces, looking for new bartenders, bottle girls. He always throws events, etc., etc. So I got in touch with him. I linked with him, networked with him. And I was working with him for a long time, making a lot of money at his spots, making a lot of money because he had this one homeboy. I don't know if y'all watch this story time. No, it wasn't story time, it was a vlog. I'm gonna add it right here. This vlog, we had all went to Atlantic City with his homeboy and all that stuff like that. And this man spends just money. He just spends money all the time. So I was making a lot of money working at Spooky's bar, right? But after a while, you know, I don't know if him and his homeboy got into a beef, but the homeboy stopped coming out. Money started drying up. Spooky started getting into a lot of situations. I don't know the nitty gritty, but he ended up getting robbed. His place ended up getting robbed and ran down. And I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to work Spooky spots no more. Like, I'm not trying to go nowhere where niggas is running up and dunning up. Like, no, I'm not getting caught up in none of that. So I kind of dialed back from working Spooky spot, right? In the midst of me working with Spooky, this is where I end up meeting the main character of this story. And I'm gonna call shorty Gremlin. That's what I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call her Gremlin. I'm gonna call her Gremlin. That's your name. Mama, that's your name. And what the fuck about it? And what about it? Because we made it to 5 motherfucking K. We made it. All right, so Gremlin. I meet Gremlin through Spooky, right? Gremlin and Spooky would collaborate doing parties sometimes. Gremlin had her own spot. Let me describe Gremlin for you, right? Gremlin is a bulldagger. She's a stud. But it was a confusing stud. Because sometimes she had stud energy, but she would try to dress girly. But her girly is like, you ever see a boy who is coming into his feminism and transitioning, but they don't know how to dress like a girl, so it looks like an awkward girl. It looks like a boy trying to dress like a girl. That's what Gremlin gave. She's covered in tattoos, but not the pretty tattoos. Like, she wasn't pretty like a coloring book like Vibes Cartel be talking about. She was like covered in them like dark green ink tattoos that smudge as your skin ages, and then like the tattoos on the face, and a lot of piercings, and overly study. Like, I don't know, I don't want to say the wrong things on here when I describe people and what, you know, so I'm trying to take it easy. So let's just describe her like that, right? When I'm talking about Spooky and Gremlin, I'm not talking about young people. These are older people. Spooky and Gremlin are old enough to be my parents. Like, they're like old school, but they still throw events and they still got the money coming out. Like, maybe not a lot of young money, but a lot of, you know, older people money, whatever, clientele, customers, whatever. Spooky and Gremlin remind me of people that never want to age, like, because they don't dress their age, nothing. The only thing I like about Spooky is that even though Spooky dressed like a young New Yorker in his 20s, like out in the hood, but he keep up with the trends. Gremlin, on the other hand, because she has an identity crisis and she's confused as a motherfucker, she dresses like she's still in the 80s. Like, she be wearing them kitten heel point toe booties, and with the stockings, and then the shorts on top of this. I don't know, she just so fucking weird. And it's ironic because the reason why I'm flaming her and her sense of style is because she had the audacity, but we'll get there, right? So I met Gremlin through Spooky, right? So when Spooky place started getting run down and he started getting into all that stuff and it wasn't kind of safe to work around him no more, I remember there was a few times where I worked at Gremlin's spot because her and Spooky was collaborating, and then sometimes she would hire me on her own terms, right? And me and other girls or whatever, right? So as I started working at Gremlin's spot here and there, because like I said, I'm a freelance contractor. She was only open 2 days out the week anyway. She was only open Fridays and Saturdays, right? So throughout the week, I would work other places. Sometimes I would work just Fridays for her, or sometimes just Saturdays. It would rotate, right? As I'm working with her, I noticed that a few red flags about Gremlin, right? Number one, Gremlin is overly sexual with the bartenders. Like, you know, we're all girls, we're dressing in little outfits, whatever the case may be. And she would come up, grab us in certain areas, hit on us, invite us to stay over. But she used to be very aggressive with it. And I never liked it because I felt like you're only being this way because you think you're a woman and you could get away with it. You get what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I feel like I've gone through that sometimes with women where they'll see me and then they'll just kind of like grab me in a certain way or grab some of my parts or doing something like that, and I'm just like, whoa, like whoa, like, why are you touching me like this? Like, who gave you permission to put your hands on my body? Like, this is my temple. But a lot of women think that they could get away with it because they're women, and I feel like no one should feel comfortable touching you or crossing your boundaries in any type of way, no matter what gender you identify as. You feel me? So I just want to get that out the way. That's personally how I feel. I know a lot of people play around with their friends and don't have an issue if a girl is a little friendly, but not my thing. And it's not saying that I'm not attracted to women, because I am attracted to women. You know what I'm saying? TMI, I have been with women, but on my own terms. Okay, so all I'm trying to point at is that it's just the boundaries still apply. Like, my boundaries don't change, like, because you're a girl. Okay, so let's just get that out the way. So I noticed that about Gremlin, right? As far as the other bartenders that work there, there's rumors. I'm hearing rumors. Of course, there's rumors in every type of setting like that. There's rumors that, you know, she sleeps with some of the bartenders, you know, and they all get high with each other. And I'm not talking about ganja. I'm talking about powdered donuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about that. So I'm hearing rumors, you know what I'm saying? And there's evidence to the rumors. I can see they would disappear, like she and a bartender would disappear, you know, at the spot, and then like you won't see them for like, they'll go upstairs, you won't see them for like an hour, and then they'll come back down and they're like turn, like, and then let's just get to the red flags, right? Okay, boom, I'm gossiping, right? So they be doing that. She be sleeping with the girls, they be on drugs, whatever. Boom. First red flag. I guess that's 2 red flags. Boom. Third red flag is, I noticed that Gremlin is a little bipolar. Like, I don't really know how to explain her personality, because you ever see people who abuse people and then say it's just tough love? She was that type of person. So I realized that she would talk to people crazy. She talked to people real fucking nasty, real crazy, and she's very selective, because she was the type of person that, like, if you let her get away with talking to you crazy, then that's how she gonna do you. But if you checked her, it depends on how you checked her, because let's just get to that. Let's just get to it, because I feel like I'm trying to explain her without explaining the whole story, but like, let's get it, right? So third red flag, she very disrespectful woman. She's Jamaican. Like, she got that nasty ass demeanor, think that she could talk to people any way she want, put her anger first type of person, right? Boom, notice that about her. Fourth red flag, her spot is like an abandoned house, right? It's an abandoned house. I heard from the grapevine that she squatted in it and ended up taking it over because nobody ever came to claim it, type of thing. Maybe the person who owned it died or something like that. But that's how she got it. But she never fixed it up because it still looked run down. But I ain't gonna lie, she used to throw parties in there every Friday and Saturday, and money used to come out. There used to be money. People used to come out and buy, drink all night. We're serving bottles all night. We're serving bottles from like 10 p.m. to 7 in the morning sometimes. You get what I'm saying? Like, bottles are just moving, hookahs are moving, food is moving, everything is just, the door is moving, the money is flowing, right? People are in and out all through the night. So, but what I noticed about this crib was that at first I thought it was a safety thing, right? But then it got weird. The crib is covered in cameras. There's cameras all over the crib. All inside the crib, all outside the crib. There's even a camera in the bathroom. Okay, there's even a camera in the bathroom. There's a basement, which is where the bartenders change and get ready, and most of the inventory, like the bottles, we go down there to get stuff, whatever. There's cameras, like, there are more cameras in the basement than there are anywhere in the house. And I understand that the bottle inventory is down there, but it's in a separate little room. So you could actually have a lock on that and put cameras in there, and then the area where everybody's changing and used as like a change room and getting ready, why are there like multiple angles of cameras? And these are not just cameras, these are built-in two-way speaker cameras, like meaning the camera can hear you, you can talk back to the camera, right? We're gonna get into that though. So I noticed there's an incredibly high amount of surveillance in the spot. I don't know if I should feel safe or monitored, right? So we'll get to that, right? Fifth red flag I noticed. She had a weird obsession with the girls. It's like once you worked at her spot and she collected your number or whatever, she would text you, send you voice notes like almost all week, like almost every day. I used to have to hit up other bartenders to be like, yo, did Gremlin just send you a voice note? She's like, yeah. And I'm just like, what the fuck is her problem? Like, yo, she would send us voice notes talking about, oh, I need you guys to be way more alert. I need you guys to be promoting more. You guys come here and you guys make money off of my friends, my customers all the time. I need you guys to be bringing in customers and blah, blah, blah and all this stuff. And she just every week it was an issue. Like she had something to say. It was just weird. Like, girl, like. And you guys, when I say issue, she had an issue with every single thing. One of the biggest things that I felt like was really outrageous was that she literally had us wear heels behind the bar and to bottle service. And that's not like customary. Like, I know it's like we can put the heels on just to take pictures and promote or whatever, but then like as we're behind and standing there all fucking night, we should be able to wear flats or sneakers or something. Like maybe not flats because we're working with bottles, you don't get your toes stepped on, etc. But girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not insuring us. Like, this is not a real job. Like, we should be able to just put on some fucking sneakers, like, and just work. And if any of us would like change into our sneakers or our feet hurt and we just took off our shoes for a second, she would go ballistic and crazy. Like, she would legit get on the mic and be like, oh, if anyone took off their fucking shoes, they can get the fuck out. They can leave now. Like, she would just do a lot of like wild, embarrassing shit. Like, humbling shit. Like, that is really unnecessary. And like, I'm gonna explain further down other shit she used to do, but like, I'm really trying to remember all the crazy shit she used to do because this woman was so unpredictable. Like, she had an issue with everything. Like, anything we did, like if we spoke to a customer too long, if the customer bought us a drink, like, it was so crazy that, sidebar, she would try to force us to drink. Like, she would come around the bar, grab our face and try to pour shots down our throat. And, like, y'all know I'm not a drinker. So I would always tell her no, and she would still be mad forcible. And I felt like it was always a tense moment because she would get irritated that I don't want the shot. And she would act stink with me the rest of the night. And, like, when a customer buys me a drink, I don't drink, but I'll take the drink and I'll just let it sit right there. Or I'll have, like a cup like of juice and act like I mixed it and drink my juice, like, and act like I'm drinking it just to get them to buy more, but I wouldn't drink. But that's different. Like, how you get mad when a customer buys us a drink and stuff like that, and you're coming around with a bottle of open alcohol that I don't know what you put inside of that shit. You're a drug user, you're a drug addict. Like, I don't want your shot. I don't want it. No, thank you. But let's just get into the story. I'm just like remembering a lot of stuff that took place as I'm editing, and I felt like when I was telling y'all the story, I was in such a mood about the 5K that I forgot a lot of little details. So I'm gonna try to add it in here and there. But let's get back to the story. I'm not a promoter. Like, I don't have promoter written on my face. Like, I like, that's not what I do. Like, that's not what I do. And yeah, sometimes I'll have people come out and sit at the bar and stuff like that, but that's not gonna be every week, girl. And if I don't need to bring them here. If I could, like, if I get these people to spend their money that motherfucking easily, I just ask them for it. The fuck? Like, I don't want to even come to work. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to make money here. Like, I'm coming here to use your customers, Gremlin, for a fact, for sure. That's why you have a place, a business. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's an exchange right now. I'm exchanging my young good looks because shorty, you're like pushing 50, and I'm keeping customers coming in here. Like, that's what we are doing right now, right? So we're the face of your brand. Relax, calm down, kind of my thing, right? So the reason why I felt like Gremlin wanted us to like bring customers and stuff in, because I felt like Gremlin had a hard time modernizing herself. Like she didn't really know how to use like the social medias and do all that stuff, and I felt like she knew that if she didn't get some young people to help her out, like eventually her crowd would die out. And her crowd did start to die out after a while, because it's like, girl, you're not getting with the times, you're not reaching the audience of people that you need to reach. But then again, you can't abuse us for that reason. Like you can't sit here and just like attack us for that. Like you didn't hire us for that. You hired us to work your bar. That was it. It wasn't a part of the contract to be a promoter for you. She was like really clingy on the girls, and I didn't like it. It was very uncomfortable. And then when we would come in, she would always want us to show ID, and I'm just like, what the fuck are we showing ID for? I'm happy I never showed ID. There was girls that said that they gave her ID and she would take pictures of it, but it's just like, girl, why you want all this information on me? Like, I don't work for you. You don't pay me. Meaning if customers don't come out, I don't make no money, which has happened before. If no customers come out and spend money, we don't sell no bottles, we don't make money for the night. You don't pay us, we're not on your payroll. So you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how this works. So no, you cannot have my ID. And then when we would come in, you know, we had to get there early. She would stand there with the security guard through the whole screening process. Like every time we come through the door, the bartenders come through the door, or the bottle girls come in, the security guard, who I felt so bad for, I'll talk about the security guard later, she would have to call Gremlin in on the walkie-talkie. They had these fake ass walkie-talkies. Call her in on the walkie-talkie and tell her that a girl is here, the bartenders are here, and then Gremlin would have to come down and watch the security guard search our bags. And then I used to carry a Bible, which I always carry a Bible in my bag all the time. If I'm not carrying a mini clutch and I'm carrying a bag that's big enough, I'll carry a Bible. So she used to always be like, oh, don't bring that Bible in here. Why you always leave that Bible in your car? Stop bringing that Bible in here. Like, bitch, why you got plex with my motherfucking God? Sorry, God, for cursing. But why you got plex with my God, girl? Why are you worried about if I have a Bible in here or not? Like, that was my first fucking sign that you were a motherfucking demon, you fucking gremlin. Like, why are you mad I have a Bible? Like, rejecting the Bible is not the flex that you think it is, my girl. Like, who rejects the Bible? Like, who does that? She used to have plex about that. So I'm noticing just tons of red flags, right? So this is why I stopped working at her spot. There was two reasons. First reason was, remember in that story time I was telling y'all to go watch? Long story short, I'm working for Gremlin. I'm noticing all of Gremlin's red flags, but because I was a new worker for her, I felt like she didn't really bring too much static towards me. All those things that I was describing about her, she was mostly doing with the girls that were already working there before me. And I felt like slowly but surely she started to get disrespectful with me, but it wasn't like in the beginning. I feel like she's one of those people that works her way up the disrespect. Like she slowly sees what level she can get and what you're willing to tolerate, type of thing, right? So the reason I had stopped before I started working there again, because the stuff that it's gonna get there, right? But basically I had stopped working for her. Two reasons why. The video I was talking about, basically, long story short, if y'all didn't check that video out, there was another girl I was bartending with at another spot, some bigger club. She also knows Spooky. She asked me to make an outfit for her. She was playing around. Last minute she wanted to come and book me. She was giving me a headache. I told her I did not want to take her order no more. She was offended by it, started stalking and harassing me, ended up coming to Gremlin's spot to look for me, and Gremlin kind of took up for her and didn't even know her, but she wanted new bartenders, so she was just kind of like, it was just a weird situation. So I didn't really like that. So if y'all want to know more about it, check out that story time. I don't really want to explain it here because it's going to make the story too long, right? My memory has really forsaken me, because there were actually way more than two reasons I had stopped working there initially. But I think I just forgot the sequence. I was going to say the sequence of events. But I'm going to just go ahead and lay out. It don't even matter in what time frame everything happened. But things that made me stop working there, other than what I'm about to mention, is that I felt like Gremlin was a colorist.
she was lighter skinned, and I felt like she was attracted to all of us, all girls, because she was, you know, a uber dyke. But I felt like she had a lot more favoritism with lighter and Latina girls, if that makes sense. And I felt like she allowed them to bend rules and break her boundaries. And then when it came to more of like the dark skinned girls, like me and my friend Taz, who I'm going to mention further down the story, she would treat us like shit. Like she would treat the black girls a little worse. Like I like it's not, it was never weird to me. It's weird to be a colorist regardless, but it was never weird to me because the men promoters do that too. So it was like, she was no different than the niggas. She was no different than the men. Like literally, if not worse. And then the reason why I bring that up is because one of the lighter skinned Latina girls one time, she stole out of our basket. Like we partnered up at the bar, we made money together, and we were supposed to split it evenly. And I saw her and another girl saw her taking money out of the basket when I had stepped away, and then still wanted to split what was remaining in there. And then it was caught on camera. And what was so crazy was that Gremlin lied and said, oh no, like that didn't happen. I checked the cameras, no blah blah. And the girl got away with it. And that's when the security guard, you know, I'm cool with her. She gonna come up later down in the story. God, you know, God protect her soul because she's so innocent. Like I tell you, y'all gonna understand. But she came and pulled me aside that next shift and was like, hey, the girl did take the money. I seen it. Like I pulled back the video with Gremlin. I saw her take the money and Gremlin lied for her. So I just felt like just stuff like that. And even that same girl that took the money, I ended up getting into a whole altercation with her. Me and her ended up having a little scruffle. Like, and she's the one that put her hands on me first. And Gremlin was there for the whole thing. The girl even spit at me. It didn't catch me. It caught Gremlin. And when I attacked the girl, Gremlin, like, she fucking, like, body slammed me, like, to protect the girl. And then she basically was like, oh, look what I had, like, I don't know how I did it, but I ended up scratching her face, like, and I guess Gremlin saw the scratch and the blood, and she was like, no, I'm not going to allow you to do that. But I'm like, girl, she hit me, and she had a whole ring on. You know what I'm saying? And the ring didn't scratch me too bad, but it still left a mark on top of my eye. So I just felt like just situations like that where she was, like, letting lighter skin and Latina girls get away with, you know, not wearing the heels and doing what they want. And then, like, the black girls were just, like, receiving more of, like, the grunt of her anxiety and her ways. Like, even when we was working, it was so hard to work for her. Like, if we're, like, trying to count out the money at the cash register, she's hovering over us. Hurry up, you're moving too slow, and you better make sure the money's right, and blah, 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 blah. Like, she was very intense. She was super intense. Like, I don't even know how I survived working around her for the few months that I did. But like I said, the money was good. Like, I was going home with, like, you know, if I'm working on a Friday, I can go home with over $1,000. You know what I'm saying? On a Saturday, same thing. Like, you know, I'm literally, like, making over $1,000. Like, on a slow night, I probably make $500 for the night, which is still good. You know what I'm saying? Like, making that type of money per day is, like, you know, you're not doing that in corporate America, like, unless you're, like, a CEO or some shit like that. So, like I said, I tolerated a lot of shit because the money was good. But as I'm going to explain, all money's not good money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then even when she had body slammed me, like, she had apologized afterwards. But it was just kind of like, I felt like she took extreme measures to, I guess, separate the situation, because there were people breaking up the situation, and I just felt like she used excessive force with me, and I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, but yeah, let's just get into the story. I just wanted to throw some more details out there as it comes up, but I can sit here and talk about different things that Gremlin did all day. Literally, I can sit here and not just to me, but to just stuff that I witnessed. And I just feel like it would make the video super long. But y'all get the type of person she is. Y'all can see, like, this is a demon walking in flesh. Like, literally. Looks like a demon, acts like a demon. Her soul is tainted. Like, she's going to hell, period, point blank. But let's get back in the story. One more thing before we get back into the story. Do y'all want a story time about that altercation with that Latina Dominican girl? Because, yo, I was even more flabbergasted because the girl was making comments like, oh, you black, bitch, oh, you wish you had my hair, look at my hair, look how soft my hair is. And I'm just like, at that time I had a wig on, so you don't even know what texture my real hair is. You don't even know what my real hair looks like. But just the fact that like a Latina woman would just assume that a black woman has a certain type of texture hair. You get what I'm saying? My blood sister has like freaking, I don't know if you would consider 2B hair or something. She has very soft, almost straight hair, like, and she's 100% Haitian. You know what I'm saying? So it's just my grandfather's same way. So just to assume, I have 4C hair though. She was correct. I do have 4C hair, but she never seen it. So just to assume that I have 4C hair and I'm jealous of your 3B or something hair, like, and to reference me by my skin color and stuff like that. And then Gremlin just kind of like didn't say anything. Like, this is the type of energy that you have rotating in your place of business, like, and you didn't say anything because you feel that way. Because y'all gotta remember, Gremlin is Jamaican and she's very fair skinned, and y'all know, and she's older, she's about to be 50, so you already know she grew up in Jamaica on some thinking that her shit don't stink because she's a light-skinned Jamaican. You know how them light-skinned Jamaicans act. If you know, you motherfucking know. They're worse than the Latinas, okay? But I just wanted to point that out there. If y'all want that story time on that, put it in the comments, and I'm going to give y'all a more extended version of how me and that girl got into it, because it wasn't over the first batch of money she stole. It was over something else she ended up doing. And I was just like, oh, hell nah, bitch. You stole money the first time and got away with it. You're not getting away this time, like, with this next bullshit that she tried to pull. But, yes, let me know in the comments. But, yeah, back to the story for real this time. I'm sorry, y'all. One more thing. But let me just clarify. I didn't give a fuck that she talked about my skin color and my hair being 4C, whatever. I didn't care about that. I cared about the fact that other women, non-black women, automatically assume that black women don't love themselves, don't love their hair, don't love their skin. Like, the assumption that we don't, and we want to be something in someone else that God did not create us to be. And the fact that people would exist around you, and then when they're upset, they'll turn around and tell you that you're not in God's favor because God created you different from them. Like, it's just a sick way to think, is a sick way to live. I will never be ashamed of how God created me. My skin, my hair, whatever God sent me down here with, that's mine. He created me in his own unique vision of beauty. And just because there's this man-made stigma about things just being whitewashed, like, the closer you are to a white person, you're considered the creme de la creme. And the further you are away, you're considered, like, non-desirable. It's just, I made a video on colorism. Check that out, y'all. It's on my page. But I could go in about colorism. Like, it's just a frustrating topic to talk about. But, yeah, like, I just wanted to put that out there. Like, don't ever let nobody make you feel ashamed about who you are. Bitch, you could be ashamed yourself, bitch. You're not gonna put shame on me. Like, and a lot of times that comes from jealousy and envy. Because if somebody could just look at you and decide that they're going to judge you and dislike you based off of your hair texture and your skin color, that says a lot about who that person is. And who... let me just stop talking, because I'm about to go into a rant. All right, let's get back to the story. And oh my God, I promise, last interruption. But God bless these kids, because a lot of these women, especially the same girl I'm talking about that said these things, she has a daughter who is my complexion, because she had her daughter with a black man. Her daughter hair texture is not far from mine. I've seen the pictures. And I just feel like, oh my God, how damaging is that household, that upbringing of that child is going to be if that is how your mother feel about women that look like you. And these Spanish women, these like Latina women, they love them some black men. Not understanding the way DNA is formed. And it's not, your milk is not always going to make your coffee lighter when it comes to chromosomes and procreating and stuff like that. That's only coffee that you drink. That's not real life. So a lot of these women are having black children, and they feel this way about black women, and they're having black daughters. It's a very dangerous situation. God bless and protect those children's souls. Because just to know that her daughter looked like I could have birthed her. Literally. My complexion, hair texture, features, all that. And this is how your mother feels about women that look like me. Whew. It's a lot to digest. But I'm done. Let's get back to Gremlin for real this time. So Gremlin did that weird shit because I just felt like I was working with you at that point for a little minute, and then some new bartender comes in, asks to work a shift randomly, tells you that she has an issue with me. You don't even know nothing about our issue, and then as soon as I come into work, you're all pulling me to the side like, oh, I don't want no fighting here, and if you can go home tonight, this and that, just coming at me crazy over some shit that some bitch that you don't even know told you. It was just some weird shit, but I should have known from then Gremlin was a weird one, right? Ben knew she was a weird one, but just extra weirdness, right? Her old ass. I never seen somebody that was so old that just, like, age, like, not, like, your skin is getting wrinkled and your hair is getting gray, but you're not getting wiser and you're not getting smarter and you're just emotionally dumb, like. Nevertheless, let's get to that because y'all gonna understand why I feel that way, right? So now the second reason I had stopped working at Gremlin was because I had witnessed some crazy shit. Like, there was actually 3 reasons. Second reason, before the crazy shit, Gremlin's spot had got ran down by the cops. So the way she don't have a liquor license. Remember, she's throwing her parties in the house. So she don't have a liquor license. So I don't know if somebody snitched on her, but one day I was so happy because I was definitely supposed to work that night. But then I think I had got another last minute gig and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go and work the last minute gig instead. Because I knew it would be guaranteed more money. And I had called out. And I was so happy because that's the night that the crib got ran down by the cops and everybody got arrested. Well, all the workers at the bar got arrested. Because everybody's selling liquor with no liquor license. You get what I'm saying? So that was one reason that scared me, because I just felt like she was been saying that she was supposed to get liquor license and she never got one. And that's what used to confuse me about Gremlin. Like, she wanted to run a business so bad, but she was never on top of her shit. Never on top of her shit, right? So the third reason why I stopped working at Gremlin was because I witnessed Gremlin assault one of the bartenders. And I'm not talking about a little assault. I will never forget. I was in downstairs in the changing area where this happened. I was upstairs at the time at the bar counting money or doing something, and then I heard the commotion and I seen it come upstairs. But when I was watching the playback of the videos, I saw what happened. Basically what happened was there's this girl who was working there, a bartender. She was young, mind you. She was the youngest out of all of us, probably like 20 years old, just turned 20. I felt like Gremlin liked
young bartender. Like, she just liked working around, she just liked employing younger girls, because young girls that are impressionable. Because yeah, I remember this girl, she was homeless, she was living with her on and off boyfriend or whatever. She would come to work, complain about her situation all the time, like, you know, her mom died, she doesn't really rock with her family. She was kind of from foster home to foster home. Now she living with her boyfriend, but they be on and off, and her life is chaotic. And then her and Gremlin were sleeping together. So I felt like, Gremlin, you seen this young, impressionable girl going through something, and you took advantage of her, right? Now the girl is sleeping at the house and stuff like that after work. She's staying and sleeping when everybody leaving. She's staying behind, sleeping, whatever. So she doing drugs with her, whatever. That's why I say, like, it's so scary, because we always think that men are predators and women are predators too. It's just not men to look out for. You have to look out for women too, because that's some predatory ass shit. That's some shit a guy would do. That's stuff that pimps do. You find young, impressionable girls with that don't come from loving homes and don't really got nowhere to go and are going through shit, and then you tuck them in and you take them in and act like you're their savior, and then you abuse them worse than they were getting abused at home. I say that to say, because I knew that was the history between the girl and Gremlin. When I came and started working there, that was already going on between them. I was hearing about it through the grapevine. Remember I said that the cameras downstairs were two-way cameras. Gremlin would sit down wherever else she is. If we're downstairs and we're changing or we're breaking, whatever, and she's listening to all our conversations. I don't know why. She's watching us and she's listening to us the entire time. And sometimes she will even speak to us through it. Like, we'll be talking and we won't even realize that, you know, there's a camera on watching us, and then all of a sudden you just hear her through the camera mic, like, oh, what you said? Like, so long story short, I heard that, I don't know if the girl said something negative about Gremlin while she was down there in the changing area, and then Gremlin overheard, went downstairs, confronted her, fist got to blowing. When I looked at the video, Gremlin threw the first hit, and it was like, shame on you. That girl's 20 years old. Gremlin is 47. You're old enough to be her mom. So for you to even hit her, like, I understand it's your house and maybe the girl was talking to you crazy, but you could have just asked her to leave. And then if she didn't want to leave, that's what you got security for, right? But her security wasn't worth shit. Her security was another stud, another bulldagger. She was slow, physically slow. She was a little big, and she was a little delayed. I wouldn't say, I don't like to call people slow, but she was a little delayed. And I just felt like if something ever happened, what the fuck could she do? And then whenever something crazy did happen, she was always standing there like a deer in headlights, not doing nothing. And then one time somebody joked and was like, girl, what are you gonna do if something happens? She's like, I'm gonna call the cops. Like, so she's not really securing shit. So nevertheless, so Gremlin hits the girl. They get to fighting. She physically drags this girl out of the house. She's ripping this girl's hair out of her scalp. She's beating on this girl's head, to the point that by the time they get to the doorway, when I finally get whiffed of the fight, the girl's on the floor catching a seizure. And Gremlin is still hitting her and trying to attack her with his people, like trying to hold her back. And I remember when I seen that happen, and then I seen how proud Gremlin was of herself to beat that girl up like that. And then when the girl kind of like woke up from her seizure, here was Gremlin still like throwing her stuff out of the house and like, no, I don't care, get her out my house now. And I'm just like, girl, like, you could go to jail right now. Like, you really don't care about your consequences, because if I was that girl, I would have called the cops on you ASAP. Like, don't even blink twice, you would have seen the popo was here. Like, are you kidding me? I don't know why the girl didn't call the cops. I don't know if it's because they had their own little sexual relationship going on. I don't know if she was a broken girl. She was, from what I could see. But that made me not want to motherfucking work there, because I'm just like, if you could treat her like that, and she was working here before me, and yeah, you supposed to care about her, this supposed to be one of your favorite girls, and you could treat her like that over, I don't know what she overheard, I don't know the ins and outs of everything, but imagine what you could do to me. I always think about stuff like that, you get what I'm saying? So there was too much happening that made me feel like, okay, this is no longer a safe place for me to work. Boom. Couple of months go by, whatever, almost a year. I get hit up by Gremlin. She's like, hey, I got your number from one of the other bartenders, which I hate, because I don't know why y'all be giving out my phone number. That's why I don't even like giving my phone number now. Don't give my phone number out to people. That shit is fucking weird, bro. That's why my phone is on private right now. 9 times out of 10, if I'm calling you, it's coming up as no caller ID. If you don't answer, I'm gonna just shoot you a text and tell you, hey, it's me calling no caller ID. Answer. Like, because I just be so tired of people just like, and it depends too. I might not even text you that. If you don't answer, you don't answer. Because I'm just tired of people getting out my phone number. Nevertheless, she got my phone number. She hit me up. She's like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need new bartenders. Nobody works the bar like you. Like, you know, I need you to come back. If you have time on Fridays and Saturdays, come back, please. Like, whatever. So, I remember around that time, I was traveling to Jersey to work mainly, right? And then I had crashed my car. So, it got hard for me to go back and forth to Jersey because I was spending a whole lot of money on Uber. But I was making money too, but I was spending a lot of money too, which I wasn't liking. So I was like, you know what? I could take some time off of Jersey, go back and work for her. Hopefully things cool down, whatever. And her spot is a little better, make some money. So I go back. I'm working with her. And I'm feeling the vibes. I'm trying to see what's up. There's a lot more new bartenders, whatever the case may be. A few new bartenders. And I realized nothing's changed. Like, she's still behaving the same way, Gremlin. Like, she's still like bipolar, irate. Like, the woman's walking, I know it's the powder donuts, because she's just always just on 100. Like, she's never, like, she's always on 100, and you can't bring her down. And so, and then she's always blamed, you know, people who blame everybody else for things, like every little thing that happened has to be somebody else's fault. She was mentally and emotionally abusive, and the girls would hide and talk about her all the time, like, oh my god, like, this place, you can make money here, but this woman, she's like always sexually harassing me, and oh, she's always this, and she's always, you know, screaming at me, and she's always this. Like, they was just always complaining. Me, on the other hand, like I said, she wasn't treating me that way for the most part. I felt like it was slowly happening, but I wasn't getting it as much as the other girls were. So I started to have a good relationship with her. I don't know if it was because she wanted me to come back and stay and work, and she seen that I was willing to leave. And I feel like a lot of girls don't be willing to leave because the money be so good in there. But she seemed like, I'll leave even if the money's good, like if I'm not liking the vibes. So she was being extra nice to me. So me and her had kind of like, I wouldn't say built a good relationship, but we were cool, like, as far as, like, not cool as, like, that's what was weird. If I'm working with you, whatever, we cool at work, we trade some lives, we have a good time, cool, whatever. Sometimes Gremlin would call me like, oh, let's go hang out, let's go to the casino, and I'll just be like, no. For what? Like, she would call me on a random Wednesday, like, girl, no, we're not friends. Like, I've learned my lesson about friends being in the workplace. If y'all haven't checked out any of those story times, I don't do the friends in the workplace thing, right? And then you're like fucking 20 years my senior, 30 years my senior, and that's not even nothing, because like I told you, my neighbor, who is one of my good friends, and we hang out, we go to the casino, we do different things together, and she could be old enough to be my grandmother, but that's actually, we became each other friends. Like, we don't work together, we chose each other. Like, that's different. But nevertheless, bitch, don't choose me. I don't let people choose me, you know. I don't want to go to the motherfucking casino with you, bitch, you old bitch. No offense to my old lady friend next door, because I love her and we can go to the casino anytime, but Gremlin, no. Nevertheless, because Gremlin wasn't just trying to hang out with young girls just to have a good time. She was hanging out with young girls to be disgusting and hit on us and do uncomfortable things around us and in front of us. Like, nevertheless, I'll get to that. So now Gremlin birthday comes up, and I've been making so much money at her spot. I was like, you know what? We should like do a little appreciation something for Gremlin. And I told the other bartender girls, and they all were like, I'm not doing shit for her. Like, that bitch is an evil bitch. I'm not doing shit for her. So I went ahead and gave her, like, I threw a little party for her. Because her favorite color is pink, just like mine is. I threw her an all pink party. Balloons. I probably spent like what? I probably spent like $300 through that party for her. But it wasn't nothing because I was making so much money at her spot. I didn't mind. I spent like $300 for the party for her. She seemed very appreciative of it. But that was my mistake. I should have never did that. I was just feeling... I felt like there were so many times that Gremlin would come downstairs where we're changing and counting money and stuff like that, and just start complaining about how lonely she is and how nobody cares about her, nobody does nothing nice for her, and her birthday was this and this and that, and she's always alone. So that's the reason why I went in and just did the party for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just was, it didn't feel like it was anything deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice to show people your appreciation sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mind. The reason why I said I should never do the party for her is because I feel like sometimes when you do nice things for people, they grow this weird, unhealthy attachment to you. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's weird because now they feel like, oh, this person is just like what happened with like the clingy story time I had. You do something nice for somebody, then they just attach themselves to you. Now they feel like they can call you for anything. Now you're their go-to person just because you did that one nice thing for them. So that's the relationship. That's what the relationship turned into. After I did that party for Gremlin, she started being up my ass. Like, now she would call me all the time. I wouldn't say every day, but she would call me most times during the week. She would always ask me, oh, can you stop by the liquor factory and get this? Can you stop by and get this? Can you do this for me? Can you do that? Like, she started to get really attached to me. And then when I was at work, I felt like she started to give me more responsibility. Then she started to say stuff like, oh, well, you know, I can count on you and this and that. I just felt like everything shifted. You know what I'm saying? So as the gears are shifting, I felt like my week started to become consumed with Gremlin and her spot. Mind you, this is a spot that's open Friday and Saturday only. So the fact that you're calling me all week, you're asking me to do different things as far as promoting, getting beverages, getting this ready, like you're putting me to work all week. And I'm not on your payroll. I don't get paid by you. I get paid by the customers, and that's if they want to tip me. That's if they want to buy bottles. That's, you know what I'm saying? So I just started to feel like, nah, like, sis, I don't work for you, bro. Like, I'm not really jacking this. So one of the weeks that went by, I hit her up and told her, I'm not coming this week because I wanted to go back to working at other places. I wanted to give other places a try. Like I told you, I realized her spot was getting dry. And then not only was her spot getting dry, Gremlin is draining. She go on freaking powder donor rants. Every time she go and sniff her nose up and stuff her nose, she just literally attacks us. And I felt like she hated us because we were youthful. Like, she would sit down and, oh, we need a meeting. Call us into meetings every hour, every day, like that we work with her. Oh, you guys think that you're cute and you think cute is the only thing that gets you this. You're not working hard enough. You're not this. You're not that. You're not working fast enough. You're not that. And blah, blah, blah. When I was your age, she's like, when I was your age. That shit came out her mouth all the time. Like, girl, but you're not. You're not our age anymore. And if you could do this by yourself, then you would. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. Fuck. It was to the point the girls would be like, yo, they don't like working there. It's not fun. She wouldn't let us. Like, we couldn't do anything. We went to use the bathroom. It was an issue. Oh, you're leaving the bar empty. Oh, you're leaving the floor empty. Oh, this needs to be clean. Or this. She would just find issues with us. Find things to pick at us with. And it became very stressful. Because I felt like, even though I would come home with money after the night is over, I would be so mentally exhausted. It would be like dealing with a warden all fucking night. Like, and then not only was she warden, like, she was overbearing. She was overwhelming. Like, she was just always watching us on camera. She would text us every second. She was just, it was just a lot. There was a lot going on. And I just felt like for someone to be running a business, she was way too focused on us as workers. Like, how could you really be actually running this business and you have your eyes and ears on us, our every move? We go to the bathroom. We go to the changing room. Everything, your eyes is on us. Like, I'm just not understanding. So after witnessing just everything that's been going on at Gremlin Spot, I talked to a few of the girls and we all agreed, and I was like, yo, this is not a healthy place for us to be working. I feel like we all should go and find new Friday and Saturday gigs and just leave her, because we can't deal with this no more. This is too much. Like, everybody was agreeing, like, yeah, she's losing, she's out of control, she's completely out of control. She was like getting to the point where now she started to curse at us, call us bitches, call us out our name every second. Like, I felt like I had a pimp or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's times where, like, if a customer is in there and then say the customer only buys a few beers and leave, oh, it's you bitches, that's the reason why he ain't get no bottles, that's the reason why he ain't stay longer, you bitches are whack, oh, why your hair not done, or why your outfit, like, why your shoes look like. She used to be trying to done us, and I used to be like, for a stud trying to, who looks like a man trying to dress like a woman, why are you so concerned about, you're not even feminine for you to be insulting us and our appearances like this. She would try to talk about our hair. It was like an abusive pimp, like an abusive husband or something. She would talk about our hair, the way we dress, and I felt like we all looked super good. We used to come to work looking real motherfucking good, and she couldn't compare. So I wasn't understanding what was going on at all. I was confusion. So now I go and I'm like, I need to find me another spot to work, another money spot, because I'm not dealing with this. At the end of the day, I'm not into people mentally abusing me. I'm not into people making my life harder than what it needs to be. I'm not into none of that stuff. So I need to cool down and back away from here, because I feel like Gremlin is getting a little too on my body. Like, it would be literally a Thursday night or Wednesday night and it's after midnight and Gremlin is ringing down my phone sending me voice messages. Oh, I seen you posted on Instagram all day, but you didn't post nothing about the party tonight. Don't expect to come to work and make money and you ain't post nothing. Like, what? Like, why are you stalking my Instagram? My Instagram, I don't promote parties on my Instagram. That's not what I do. I am not a promoter. That's not what I do. I don't want people coming to find me where I'm at. I'm good. Like, I'm hiding. I'm in hiding. I sure am. Yeah. So now I go and I work at another spot. So there's my friend. I'm making fun of her name. I love her. My bartending friend. I'm gonna call her Taz, right? So Taz is Jamaican too, and Taz always be like, you know what, that's how like her mom is, that's how Jamaican women, Jamaican parents who raised in the island, that's how they act. So she's used to that type of, you know, treatment. I'm not used to it. I'm not trying to get used to it. So my homegirl Taz is working that weekend that I called out and I went to go work somewhere else. So I'm at work somewhere else having a good old time. I feel free again. I'm enjoying myself. I'm networking. Like, I'm doing what I signed up to do. When I first started bartending, that's what I loved doing it for. Like, I like being able to like be outside, have fun. I don't drink like that, but I can have a drink or two. I can chill, listen to music, talk to people, make money all at the same time. When you're working at Gremlin Spot, you can't even focus on making money because you have somebody screaming in your ear, or, you know, shouting at you, or freaking what's that word I'm looking for? Reprimanding you every second. Like, nothing we did was right, and then somebody making you feel bad about being young. Like, literally I have her in my ear every shift. Oh, you young girls this, you young girls that, you. All right, cool. So Taz hit me up and she's like, girl, guess what? I'm like, what? She was like, oh, I just got into an argument with Gremlin. I'm like, why? She was like, because of you. She was like, oh, like she's not saying because of me, like, oh, it's my fault. She was like, yeah. She was asking me, oh, why your homegirl Sarah's not here for work, whatever the case may be, why she's not here for work. And I'm just like, why she gotta know? Mind you, she asked me why I wasn't coming to work too. I just never answered. I just told her I'm calling out. Like, I don't have to tell you why I'm not coming to work. That's not your business. Yeah, ma? So me and Taz hang out a lot. So she's asking Taz about me because she sees us hang out a lot. None of her business, but like I said, she be watching our social media. She watches, listen to us talk, do all that extra stuff in the spot. So Taz is just like, I don't know where she's at. So she's telling Taz to call me and see if I answer, and Taz is like, no, for what? And I'm just like, why, Gremlin, what is your problem? What are you doing? Like, why are you so invasive? And why you, I felt like she was obsessed with the girls. Like, I felt like she only ran her business for us to have access to us, because she was, I didn't even take it personal, because I felt like she harassed a few of us like this, right? At least 3 or 4 of us she harassed like this. So I'm like, what the fuck is her problem? So Taz refused to call me. Taz knew I was working. She refused to call me. Her and Gremlin ended up getting into it because of that. So when Taz told me that, and I was like, what happened after that? She was like, oh, how Gremlin kicked out. I told her, like, oh, get out, get out. If you're going to sit here and take up for your friend and y'all doing shiesty stuff. Basically, what happened was, I guess wherever I went to go work, I don't know, she know the people, or she ended up seeing me working there. And she kept calling me too, but I wasn't answering. So I guess she wanted to, like, catch me in it. And she was trying to use Taz to do that. Just doing a lot. Like, girl, go run your business. Like, you have a whole business to run. You think if I'm running a business, I'm going to be worried about what bartender called out? Like, you obviously filled in the slot. Like, why are you worried about whether I went to go work somewhere else or not? Like, that's not your business. So I get home, I'm telling Taz, like, oh, I see mad voice notes for her, let me listen to it, I'm gonna call you back. I'm listening to the voice notes. She talking about, oh, I see you went to go work with this person, you could stay there. I don't like disloyal people. I don't let disloyal people work in my spot. You come and make money all the time with me, and now you this over here, blah blah, saying a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm like, you know what, I told Taz, I was like, I'm not going back. Fuck my extra shifts for the month. I'm not going back. I'm not dealing with that. I was like, the way she moving soon, she gonna try to come at me in a certain way that I'm not going to accept, and it's gonna be an all-time brawl. And the fact that it's her place, I don't want to be in nobody place who feel like they could play with me in a certain type of way. Because look how that girl called a seizure. She attacked the girl called a seizure, and she felt rightful in her actions. So, and she's a person that every time she get mad, she would just throw out threats like, oh, I will unalive you out this. She would always do stuff like that. So I would see her in action towards other people, and I felt like because she was being so aggressive towards me in the voice notes, I'm like, I'm not going back here. Like, even the voice notes, she was talking about, oh, you think you cute, that's why you think you could get away with this, and you think you get away with that, but when I was your age, I was doing better things than you. Like, coming at me, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, just because I went to go work somewhere else, like, that's mad fucking weird. Like, you obviously feel like you have some type of ownership on me, and my parents don't even treat me like that. My mom don't even talk to me like this. So you know what, I'm not coming back to your spot. I go where I thrive. And you like women or young girls who don't have nothing, don't have nobody, and need you in your spot to make money, and I'm not one of those. I just found your spot and found some money in it, and I stuck around because the money was good, the money I was good. You feel me? But I can make money anywhere. I can make money everywhere. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about this shit. Other people might give you that type of I need to be here type of feeling. It's not coming from me, not Sarah. No thank you. My God is the only person that provides for me, and my mom, period, point blank. So I decided I'm not going back, and then Tizza decides that she's not. I think Tizza went back for one more shift, and she shouldn't have. After she kicked you out, you shouldn't have went back, but she went back for one more shift. Tizza has her own situation going on, and then after that, Tizza was like, she's not going back, right? So cool. Maybe about like a month go by, I had got like maybe like 1 or 2 more voicemails from Gremlin, but I never opened them and answered them because I felt like I'm not coming back to your spot. I never called out. I listened to your last shit, and I just never said nothing to you again, never answered nothing. So I don't even know why you still reaching out to me, but I just left her right there. So y'all remember Spooky, right? Spooky birthday's coming up. Spooky hit me up. He like, oh, I'm having a big birthday bashment. I rented this big 2-story club. You know, I need you at the main bar. Like, blah, blah, blah. You got to come and work for me. You ain't work for me in mad long, but this is a big party. Come through. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to come work for you. Thing about I like about Spooky is that Spooky events are laid back. Spooky don't need the girls to promote for him. Spooky don't need none of that. He just need the pretty faces to arrive, sell the bottles for him, do the bottle service for him. That's it. He do everything else on his own. Spooky's about his manyan, and that's what I like about working for men more than working for women, because with Gremlin there was a lot of emotion involved, and with Spooky it was just business. You feel what I'm saying? Was Spooky a little flirtatious? Yes, he was a man. But did he ever cross the lines like Gremlin crossed? Hell no. And that's the difference, because Gremlin would say stuff like, oh yeah, don't y'all love working for a woman because I understand y'all and I care about y'all? Like, no, you're a bigger predator than these men. Because at least these men understand certain boundaries that you just feel like you can just automatically cross as a woman. So now I get there. Before I get to Spooky Spot, Tiz is working Spooky Spot too. So Tiz texts me and she's like, yo. I'm like, yo, what? She's like, guess who here? I'm like, who? She like, Gremlin. You know, Gremlin and Spooky are friends. So I had a feeling she would be there, but I wasn't even thinking of that. It wasn't the first thought in my mind. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And she's like, you know, me and Taz haven't seen her in like a month, in a few weeks, ever since we quit. So I don't know what the interaction is finna be like, but I know I don't got anything to say to her, because I remember the last thing that she had said in the voice notes. I ain't never answer it, but I remember I was listening to it one day and she was trying to play me. She was saying stuff like, oh, when you're working at a job, you get 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike, and you're out. I done gave you little bitches mad chance to fix up, correct yourselves. Oh, y'all think that y'all good looks could get y'all this and get y'all that, blah blah blah. Like just talking a lot of shit like, oh, you don't gotta come back and work here, go work somewhere else, go where them niggas is mistreating y'all at, blah blah blah. Like just talking a whole bunch of junk. And I just felt like, girl. So I ain't planning on having anything to say to her. So now I get to the spot, I get ready, whatever, I'm working the bar. She keep coming to the bar and she keep coming to me. Mind you, there's other people at the bar that she can purchase from. She keep coming to me and she's ordering, but she's being difficult. She's being difficult with the order. As I'm pouring the shots in, she's trying to tell me where to stop it at. Oh, I didn't put enough. Oh, there's too much ice in this. Oh, I didn't do this right, blah, blah, blah. She's just trying to give me a hard time. I already see that she wants attention because I can't. I'm a person, I'm a Capricorn. So if I don't fuck with you, you're not going to make me uncomfortable. I'm going to automatically treat you like a ghost. So as soon as I came in, I made her a what? A ghost. Okay, Casper. She went from Gremlin to Casper real motherfucking quick. So now I see that, like, she's asking me, she keep ordering her drinks from me, right? And then she's leaving we all have our separate individual tip jars. She's leaving the tips in the other girls' jars, like Taz jars or the other girls' jars, but she's ordering drinks from me and giving me a hard time, and she's not giving me no tips. And then she started pulling out her fucking camera and recording me and stuff like that, making a drink like, oh, you better make it right and all this stuff. Like, just, yo, I was like, yo, the way this woman is provoking me right now. And yeah, when I tell y'all, people, silence is dangerous. Because I promise you, if I would have argued with her and went back and forth with her with all them things that she had to say about me in her voice notes, like, she was saying even nasty. I remember she called me like a Haitian bitch and all this stuff like that. And I was just like, where all this aggression is coming from? Like, where does my culture and like where's all that coming from? And it's so crazy because it's like she had a little obsession about me being Haitian. I remember the one day that she found out I was Haitian, every single day she would just always come up and talk about something Haitian. Like, and that's weird when somebody always want to like be in your face about something, and all of a sudden when they don't like you, then you're a Haitian bitch. Like, okay, I guess. Like, so she thought I was gonna give her some type of energy. Like, girl, silence is scary because people don't know how you're gonna react. They don't know what you're thinking. They're not in control. So I felt like she came to my bar and was starting to do stuff to provoke me so that she could be in control of me and my actions, my reactions, whatever, because she don't like not knowing, right? Whole time I'm not even worried about you. I don't even care, shorty. I don't care. Like, I'm not at your spot. I don't work for you. I don't give a fuck. Like, you've proven yourself to be a very vile person, and I want no parts of your fucking bare ass. Like, giving Jocelyn Hernandez, and you do not own a cabaret. Like, you're not our pimps. You don't own us. You don't control where we work. None of that. Leave me alone. So now, y'all, I'm in my bar and a group of guys come in and they order a whole bunch of bottles. I think they ordered like 2 cases of Moet and then like some Don Julios. Like, their tab was like in the thousands. Their tab was at least like almost like 2,500, right? So now, I think it was more than that. More than that? It was in the thousands. And they kept ordering that name. But nevertheless, So like I said, they have people for the bar, and then sometimes we'll leave the bar and go do the bottles and the sparklers. Like we'll interchange or whatever the case may be. So I don't know if she know those people. I don't know. I feel like she do, and then it's spooky friends or whatever. So she took it upon herself now, because she's a control freak. She feel like she needs to be in control of everything. So I don't know, she's trying to impress the niggas that just came in, whatever. So she comes behind the bar and she's like, oh, I need you, and you. I need y'all to this. When y'all go to this, blah, blah. So me, remember I said, I've been running the main bar all night. And I've been like, I've been the cash counter. So I planned on never leaving the bar that night, because I want to make sure that when I close out with the right amount of money. Because at the end of the day, we're doing no paperwork shit. There's no paperwork involved. It's cash business. But Spooky know his numbers. He know his money. And then there's a whole bunch of girls behind here. I'm in charge of money. I want to be here and I want to get the money correct. Like, I'm not about to sit here and just be leaving the money unauthorized, come back, recount it, have to know. No, I'm not even risking that, right? So as she's rounding up the girls, she points at me. I didn't know she pointed at me. It was Taz that was like, oh, she's pointing at you. Mind you, the whole night this girl been giving me dirty looks. I forgot to mention that. Like, if looks could kill, like, I would have been dropped dead on that floor. Because she you know how Jamaican people are. They look you up and down, size you up, do all that extra shit, right? So now she giving me dirty looks. I see her giving me dirty looks, and I see Taz tapping me like, oh, she calling you. So I'm just like, I don't even talk to this woman. I'm not here to work with you, none of that. You can never be calling me and picking me out for nothing. Like, I don't answer to you. I'm not here working for you. I don't answer to you. So I'm ignoring her. So now she comes to me and she taps me on my shoulder like, oh, you don't hear me calling you? I was like, don't address me. Why are you addressing me? What do you mean why I'm addressing you? I need you to come and do this bottle service for that section up there. They just walked in. I want you to. I'm like, I'm not doing bottle service tonight. I'm running the bar. No, I don't answer to you. I answer to Spooky. Shorty goes to the mic, stops the whole party. Miss Raging Bear. Can I even long cane bear? Miss Raging Bear. She stops the whole party, right? She gets on the mic. She's like, oh, Spooky, where you at? Spooky, where you at? Because, you know, the party's big. It takes like 5 minutes for Spooky drunk ass to even get to the freaking DJ section. So Spooky gets to the DJ section and he like, what's going on? So here's Gremlin on the mic. Oh, you need to get your little, oh, what she said? Pussycat? She said some disrespectful shit. Cat, or your little she called me something, I can't remember. It was something disrespectful, like basically like his little, like, she's on a mic talking about, oh yeah, get your little cat, whatever, because I'm telling her directions and she's not listening. She thinks she's running the show. She don't know how to listen to directions. And I would slap her. I would punch her in her face. I'm not playing with her. I said, get up there on the VIP side. I'm like, everybody in the crowd is confused because nobody don't know who she's talking about. I know she's talking about me. The other bartenders know she's talking about me. Spooky's a little drunk, but he's kind of getting a hint, and a few other people who know me personally know she's talking about me because she said my name. Everybody else is like, what the fuck is going on? Because remember, she stopped the music, she stopped the party, she stopped the vibes, and this is all just unfolding on the mic now. So now Spooky's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, she comes over to the bar, she's pointing at me like, you, I gave you directions and you need to listen. Spooky, tell her that she needs to listen. She needs to listen now or she can get the fuck out. She get the fuck out. So I'm standing there, I'm laughing. Mind you, I have the money in my hand. I'm holding the money and I'm just smiling. Because you want a reaction out of me. You want me to get out of pocket and you want me to get out of bounds. You feel me? You want me to. I understand. I get it. I understand. You want to be in control of me right now. You're trying to embarrass me because you have no access and you have no control to me, and now you want me to react to it. So I'm standing there, I'm just laughing at her. So now Spooky, he laughing, but he giving like a nervous laugh, like, what's going on? Because Spooky don't give a fuck about female drama. You hear me? I work with Spooky for so long, and I done seen so many bartenders get into it at his events. And that nigga don't care about Nathaniel, okay? He don't care. He'll let you argue, fight, banter. He'll kick you out and let you work again. He don't care. He don't get into that. So now I'm there, I'm smiling. So now Taz is like telling me like, girl, like, don't go if you don't want to. I'm like, Taz, I'm not going. Like, I'm not going nowhere. I don't take my mom don't give me orders like this, bitch. And like, bitch, I don't work. Like, are you like, I don't even understand how to explain the disrespect. Like, I like, it's unfathomable. Like, I feel like the world is a scary place because you'll leave your house and you'll go out into the world. And I'm raised in a household where I was never disciplined in a physical way. So I was never beaten by my parents or disrespected or spoken to in a certain manner. So when I go out into the world and people make the decision to disrespect me in a certain way, it's always so astonishing to me because I'm just like, who gave you authority over me? Because I know I did it. So where is this coming from? Like, why do you feel like you have authority over another human being? Like, I would never understand that type of psychology in people. It's very interesting and very diabolical. So I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. So I'm smiling, I'm counting the money. So Spooky's like, Sarah, you know, they're nice people up there. Go ahead, like, present them the bottle, whatever. Like, it's a good time. I'm like, no, I'm running the bar, Spooky. I'm not going. There are 8 other girls here that can go up and do that service. I'm not doing it. I'm running the bar. So he's like, he turns to Gremlin like, she doesn't want to go. And Gremlin's like, well, she gotta get the fuck out. She gotta get the fuck out. So I'm just like looking at her like, you gonna put me out? I asked her, like, you gonna put me out? She put the mic down and started climbing over the bar. And that's how I know people just want to put on a show and they're really not about to like do nothing. Cause girl, you could just enter the bar. There's like if you walk this way, you could just lift up and walk through to the bar. So for you to have a dress on and try to climb over a bar, just you're trying to put dramatics into the scene. You're trying to make it like juicy or something. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, I don't get it. So she started trying to climb over the bar. So now she climbing over the bar. I'm still patient. I'm watching her because I want to see what she's about to do. So I'm putting the money away or whatever. So now everybody start like trying to like stop her from climbing the bar, but she's still getting over it because, you know, she on that pot of donuts, so she got incredible Hulk strength right now. So she climbing over that shit. I'm standing there. So now she comes, she gets in my face. She's like, I told you gotta leave. And I was like, I told you I'm not leaving. I didn't come here for you. I don't work for you. Get the fuck out my face. She's like, get me out your face. So now I push her on my face. So now she pushing me back. So me and her is pushing each other. So now here the men come and Taz and everybody separating us. So as soon as everybody's separating us, she started trying to swing. Ain't none of them catch me. Ain't none of them catch me. When I tell you, Gremlin, I never seen somebody pupils dilate. Like, she was looking at me like, I said that out. Like, yo, it was like it was no longer a motherfucking person. It was a demon. I promise you, it was a demon. You ever see people that get mad, like, and you see they whole change? It was a demon. But what I didn't understand was, why am I, little old me, upsetting you so bad? I didn't do nothing to this woman. I didn't do nothing but I stopped working at your place. I didn't even argue with you. I just stopped coming one day. I paid your voice notes dust and I just stopped coming. And then fast forward a few weeks later, a month or two later, you see me somewhere else. And now you have all this animosity and hate in your heart for what? And now you're trying to control me like I'm your little bitch. I'm not your little bitch. You can do that with these other girls. You're not going to do that. I'm a grown-ass woman. What the fuck? Like, the audacity is astonishing to me, right? So she's like a football player, linebacker, trying to get past all these people thinking that she's about to scare me. Like, you're not gonna scare me. I'm gonna stand right here and you put your hands on me, I'm gonna lay you the fuck out. I put the money away and I picked me up a Hennessy bottle, an empty Hennessy bottle that was behind the bar. So now she's like, put that down. Who you gonna crack in the head with that bottle? I said, you. Matter of fact, I'm pick up another one. You. Like, fuck is you talking about, bitch? You see me? You don't want to fight me. You know why you don't want to fight me? I'm not a skilled fighter. Meaning, I'm not about to throw hands with you. If I'm enraged and I see red, or I feel attacked, or I feel offended, whatever I got to do to defend myself, understand that it's going to be done with rage. And when it's going to be done with rage, it means that it's going to have a survival of the fittest mindset behind it. My actions is going to be followed by a survival of the fittest mindset. Meaning that someone has to survive this. And in my head, it has to be me. So by any means necessary, I have to survive this. So my brain goes into survival mode, and now I'm liable to literally do almost anything to you without even thinking about the consequences of it. Like, I'm a person that would take my nails and claw someone's eyeballs out. Like, I'm that person. Like, I'm a person that will bite your ear off or bite your nose off or your lip off. Like, I'm a person that will, like, that's why I don't like to get into altercations, because I understand. Yeah, y'all. So what I was saying was basically, like, I don't like to. Hey, Jay. I don't like to fight. I don't like to get into certain type of altercations because I'm not only scared for the other person, I'm scared for myself. I don't underestimate anybody else. And I know that I'm a rage fighter. So I know that I might do some things, and I have done some things that could have really put my freedom at jeopardy. So I don't even like to get there. So I'm looking at her like, yeah, if you get past these people that are attempting to hold you back from trying to assault me without provocation, because you're trying to bully me to follow your orders, and I don't work for you, and I don't work for you, and I don't work for you, and now you're trying to bully me into controlling me, you're gonna get cracked in your head with one of these Hennessy bottles. Matter of fact, you're gonna get cracked in your head with a Hennessy bottle and a Moet bottle. You're gonna get a double crack, bitch. I'm gonna whop whop. But you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be laid out on the ground, bro. Like, I'm not playing with you. So she's fighting past these people. They're holding her back, and it's taking a whole bunch of people to hold her back. Like, Taz is holding her back. Other men are holding her back. Spooky's holding her back. And all I'm thinking in my head is, like, I can't believe this. I really can't believe I'm in a position that even me ignoring somebody, me paying you dust, is making you disenraged. That's how much power I have. That's why I said rejection is a hell of a motherfucking drug. Rejection will literally make people commit the craziest fucking crimes. Like, it's fucking insane. And your silence is your power. Do not give people your energy. Do not give people your time. You want to get somebody tight? Ignore them. Ignore them. That shit would get them hella tight. People hate that they can't be important in your life. Once you show somebody that they don't have importance in your life, they'll hate you forever for it. And they'll do anything negative to you just to get your attention, because they can't even get your attention in a positive way. So they're liable to do whatever just so they can have a little bit of your fucking time, a little bit of your fucking attention. Don't let people do that. Fuck them. Don't give them none of your attention, but defend yourself. I'm not saying don't defend yourself. Always be ready, willing, and able to defend yourself by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? So she's sitting here trying to come at me, whatever the case may be. Everybody holding her back, to the point where now Spooky gets upset with her because she's causing drama at his party. You know, if cops come, this shit gets shut down, whatever. So they end up calming her down, but she made a scene. All the customers was just looking at us at the bar. Like, you know, even though everybody was on my side, I was still a little bit embarrassed because I was in the situation, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck I get into this situation? But everybody was just like, oh, she's fucking crazy, don't listen to her, like what the fuck. Like everybody was confused, but it was also on my side. But then it was just kind of like embarrassing because now everybody was just staring at me after that. And then they kind of like got her to another side of the party, calmed her down and whatever. So now the whole time the rest of the party's coming up, everybody's talking to me on the sideline, talking about that's crazy, oh my god, you handled that so well, I was waiting for you. The other girls, bartenders, was like, oh, I was waiting for you to crack her with that bottle, like, oh, I was waiting, I couldn't wait, and all this stuff like that. So I'm just like, oh my god, this is fucking crazy. How the fuck I get end up in this situation? Like, now I gotta watch my back this whole night because there's money in here, so I'm not leaving. You know how some people get into certain situations and they're like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna leave now. I'm not leaving. There's money in this bitch to be made. There's money in this motherfucking shit. Like, money make me horny. I'm so horny. I love when money come out. I'm not going nowhere when the money's coming out. Are you dumb? Is you dumb or what? So nevertheless, the money's coming out. I'm making money the rest of the night. But I'm still like looking over my shoulder, and Taz is like looking over my shoulder. She holding me down, whatever the case may be, because you gotta remember, Gremlin is unpredictable. Gremlin is on Aina, you know what I'm saying? So people who take the type of drugs that I don't take, I don't know what your actions are. I don't know what you're liable to do. I know what your past is. I know what you have done. I know what you're capable of, and I don't know what you're capable of. So all of that not knowing from me means that I gotta be on my P's and motherfucking Q's around you. So you know what I'm saying? So the whole night, rest of the night, I'm making my money, but I'm watching her. This motherfucking lunatic Gremlin keeps occasionally stopping by my register at the bar. Oh, I'm gonna violate you. Watch when this is over, I'm gonna violate you. So I'm just looking at her smiling like, girl, you're not about to get, I'm not about to sit here and argue with you. You look fucking crazy. You look delusional. She coming to my bar. Every time she comes to my bar, somebody comes, pulls her back, pulls her away. And I'm like, that's what she wants. She wants attention. She wants a scene. She wants to control the situation. She wants somebody to be scared of her. She can't control me. You cannot control me. Like, you feel me? You can't. Like, I gotta talk to bitches in their language. Like, you cannot. No, stop. Tap your eyes. Like, it's like, tap your eyes. So, now, we get to the end of the night. I finished counting out my money at the bar, whatever the case may be. We made some good money that night. Me and Taz were partners that night at our bar, whatever. So, we go downstairs. So, as I'm going downstairs, where the dressing area is, I see Gremlin leaving the dressing area and going back upstairs. So I'm just like, I hope she wasn't in my stuff, because you gotta remember, I'm a pink queen. So I'm literally like, when you see all the bags, you see one pink bag. Everybody already know, like, everything I be having on is pink. So I feel like she would already, she seen me walk in, so she know my stuff. But I never used to go to work with a lot of valuables anyways. It would just be my bag to like change into my outfit, whatever, and then like, but it was just still like, damn, shorty probably was in my bag. Like, I would never know to this day. I didn't have anything missing, but still I wouldn't know, because like, what the fuck are you even doing down here? Like, I get that you're Spooky's friend, but you're not working this event. This is not your event. This is not your place. And you're just like, you're just violating. You're just intrusive as fuck. So as she see me, she walked past me and she goes upstairs, but then she immediately makes a U-turn, because by the time I walk into the room where all our stuff is that we supposed to change, she's like 2 seconds later, she walks in behind me and Taz. So the first thing she does is walk up into Taz's face like this, with her finger pointed in Taz's face, like, you, when I'm dealing with somebody, when I'm about to fight, mind your fucking business, blah blah. Remember, Taz was in the middle of breaking everything up when she initially tried to come over the bar. So Taz is pushing her back like, yo, chill. But like, Taz is playing with her like, oh, you just drunk. You just drunk, Gremlin. You just drunk. You just high right now. You just drunk. When you wake up tomorrow, you're going to realize that you bugging out. And Taz is, you know, like I said, Taz is used to that type of, I guess, Jamaican energy, whatever. I'm not used to that type of stuff. I'm not trying to get used to it. I'm not gonna get used to it. So she have a finger in Taz's face like, oh, mind your business. When I'm getting into something, mind your business, or I will slap you. Like, she threatening Taz. So I'm standing there, so I'm pulling Taz back. I'm like, get out of her face. I'm like, get out of her face. I'm telling Gremlin, get out of her face. She's like, oh, I came here for you especially. So since you want to barge in, I came here for you. So now she's trying to put her finger in my face. So I took her finger, twisted. She's like, look at the fuck over my finger. She's trying to grab onto my shirt. So the guys come down and they separating us. And yo, when I tell you, I had her finger so tight, she tried to claw at my face. If I didn't back up, I swear to God, my whole face would have had scratch marks like a tiger. Because the way she had real nails, and her real nails were long. And I felt like, I swear to God, like, I swear she would have clawed the fuck out of my face. I was so happy that I backed up. Because a bitch like that, that's what you want to do. You're an old bitch, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to still have 15 seconds of youth still about you, and you don't. You're hating on us young people. You want to be like us. You're always trying to, like, yo, I remember we would be downstairs in the changing room counting our money, whatever, and she would come down and sit down on the steps like, oh, you see, y'all made more money than me for the night, and I own the business, It's not my fault the customers want to tip me. That's not your business. You can't control that. Like, you watching us count our tip jar and trying to make us feel bad about the money that we're making, like, that's ridiculous. The men don't ever do that to us. You only doing that because you're a woman. You think it's acceptable. Mind you, we're down here and sometimes we have our stuff off, we're changing, like, you're just walking in on us, like, you're not giving us no type of privacy or none of that stuff like that. So nevertheless, I'm like, yo, this lady tried to, the way she tried, I understand that I had her finger and I was bending it, but I wasn't bending it like on some breaking it shit. I was just trying to control her hand from getting in my face. But you trying to claw at me with your hands, like, you want to destroy my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's just weird, bro. Like, so I would have been hella pissed. Like, somebody would scratch my face up like that. I would have been so mad because it's so uncalled for. Like, you are harassing me at this point and you're assaulting me. That's fucking illegal. What the fuck is your problem? Like, I'm not one of these hood bitches. Like, I tried to live that hood life and it's not worth nothing. Literally, when I tried to be a hood girl and be on my fight and shit landed me in motherfucking handcuffs, okay? I'm a grown-ass woman. I have things to live for. I have freaking things to lose and all that stuff like that. I'm not about to be sitting here fighting with nobody for no good-ass reason. Like, leave me alone. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Why are you even down here? Why are you even down here? Like, why are you even down here? So now the men are breaking her up, and it was more uncomfortable because I felt bad for the other girls. Because there's some girls that were changing and they were half nude and all that stuff, and then you have the men here in the changing room and shit, like security down here. Like, it was a lot going on. Like, she was doing way too fucking much, and I just felt like you taking security and all the men away from the party, because the party wasn't even over yet. It was still going on. The bar was closed though. You taking the security away from the front, anything could happen right now because everybody's downstairs trying to handle your bullshit ass fight. Anybody could run up in here, rob in here, do anything. Like, I just feel like it's just real selfish. Sometimes you have friends and they don't give a fuck about you, because I just felt like that whole night she made it about herself. And you could give a fuck that it was Spooky's birthday and his celebration and he put money into doing all this. You could have got his shit shut down. You interrupted security, you interrupted the party, you killed the vibe. Like, you're doing too much. You're attacking his workers. The fuck? Like, one of the things I forgot to mention is that Gremlin would literally try to humble and embarrass us. She would get on the mic, even at her own parties that we used to work at, and like try to embarrass us. Like, oh, y'all stink. I gotta walk around here with Febreze. Y'all making my bar stink. Y'all stink. The guys don't want to be around y'all. Y'all stink. This, that, and the third. And I'm just like, why? We're supposed to be enticing to these men, and you're telling us we stink and mistreating us in front of them. How are they gonna have any respect for us? How are they gonna want to spend money here if this is how you feel about us? You're trying to tear us down. But a lot of people try to tear you down so that they can have control over you, because you can only control the weak. You can't control a strong-minded person. That's why people try to break you down. Remember that. Don't ever let people use abuse as a tactic to get their way with you. You're never gonna abuse me into getting me to do what you want me to do. That's not how this works. I was so happy when the DJ told her like, yo, you're a guest here, like behave yourself. Like he did told her that, and she cursed him out about it, but he was right. Like, you're a guest here, you're not at your spot. So now they get her out of the dressing room, the men get her out of the dressing room, and she's screaming. Like, when I tell you, they have her like holding her by like under her chest off the floor. Like, she can't even walk out, they have to carry her out. She's pushing past them to the point where they have to lock her in the back room. So now security's like, yo, we gotta walk you out, because she's like, the way she was rushing at me, like, she's not gonna stop. So I was like, I'm taking my time, I'm not rushing out of here. So they was like, it's cool, take your time, take your time. So I roll my weed. Me and Tiz are like, yo, this is fucking crazy. We talking, all the other girls talking, we changing, we counting money, we doing all this stuff like that. Whatever, we had to pay the bus boys. We also had to pay Spook, whatever the case may be. So we doing all that stuff. So now, me and Tizza, Taz, we had a ride home, and our ride was waiting for us upstairs. So he was still our ride was still in the party area, and we had, the guy was talking about, oh, you know, it's too packed, we gotta leave through the back door. So he didn't want to walk us through the front door, because he was like, it's mad packed, and then like they're holding her close to the front door, like trying to keep her from coming after me and stuff like that. Just a lot going on. So he walked us to the back door. Our ride, he's still in the party. So me and Taz set up our ride and be like, oh, we went out through the front door where you parked, we're gonna meet you at your car, whatever, meet us outside. So he like, cool, he on his way, whatever the case may be. So me and her walking outside, we thinking that Gremlin is inside. We don't know where Gremlin is. We just know that they carried her out from the basement. We don't know where she at. We saw her go behind some door, but we don't know where she at. We're walking, all of a sudden I just hear, yo, 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 yo. I turn around, it's Gremlin barefoot. She even got her fucking little ugly ass kitten boo hilts from Payless. She be having them fucking kitten pointy booties from Payless on. She didn't even have them shits on. She's chasing behind me and Taz, like barefoot, running behind us. All of a sudden, I see the men running behind us. Mind you, me and Taz, we didn't even move, because we just turned around. We was like, what the fuck? And we standing there. And then as soon as the guy came and tried to grab her, she just tosses something our direction, and it just splashes. It splashed. It hit the security guard. You see the security guard that works for her? She was there standing with us, because she was asking us what happened. Like, she was trying to get outside of the story, whatever. She was asking us what went down, whatever. So the bottle hit the security guard in the face. I don't know if it was I think it was water. I don't know. Who knows what it was? Who knows? It could have been acid. It wasn't acid because it didn't burn us, but she could have spit in it. She could have, who knows what it was. But she threw the bottle. It hit the security guard in the face, and then it splashed on me, Tizza, and 2 other customers that was leaving the through the same exit as us. And then the 2 customers were, the person that should have been the most pissed off was the security guard, but she was just baffled, because her whole, yeah, I didn't even want to laugh, but when I turned and looked at her, when I tell you her whole face was drenched, my hair was a little wet, and then the other customers, they were wet, and they were like, what the fuck? Like, they were getting tight to the point where they looked like they wanted to go fight Gremlin. So now the other guys got Gremlin on the concrete floor. Mind you, y'all, it's cold as fuck outside. They got her on the concrete floor. She don't even got no coat on. She don't got no coat on. She don't got no shoes on. She looking crazy. She don't even got lashes on anymore. Shorty went and took off her lashes. Like, yo, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm me and Taz just standing there like, what the fuck? And this is what's pissing her off the most, because bitch, we're not running from you. We're just literally standing here watching you act like a fucking clown, watching all these men waste their energy fucking pinning you down on the floor, holding you back, and we're just sitting here pretty like, what is on this lady's biscuit? Like, the crack that good? Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, what the fuck? So now everybody getting pissed at her. The customers that got wet is getting pissed at her. The security standing there looking like a fucking deer in headlights as usual. The other people, Spooky and them, they're pissed off. They're like, yo, what the fuck? And remember, now the commotion is outside. It went from inside the spot to outside. So, you know, cops are, it was on a main street. So cops are already just driving by, patrolling, like, literally. So now they all screaming and arguing at her. So now Spooky's like, Sarah, just go, please. Can you just go, please, please, please. I'll send you extra tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just go, please, please, please. And I'm just like, Spooky, I was already leaving. Like, we made our money. Like, our business is good. My G gave me a hug. He was like, I'm sorry about this. Like, I'm gonna send y'all a little cash tomorrow, but like, just go. I'm just trying to get her to calm down, whatever. I was like, you need to handle your friend, because that's disgusting. And he was like, I thought y'all was cool. Like, I thought you was working for her. Like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, you know how she is, bro. So, like, I don't even gotta explain myself. And he just looking at me like, yeah, I know. So now, the guy that was taking us home, he came out. He like, what happened? He's seeing Gremlin on the floor being tackled by the guys. Everybody, it's just fuck. It wasn't a lot of people outside, but it was just like, it's like one of those things that like you never get to catch on camera, but it happened, and it was the craziest thing ever. It was like one of those things. So we get in the car, we leave. While we're driving off, I can hear Gremlin screaming like, I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you. I'm gonna see you again, bitch. I'm gonna see you again. Talking to me, and I'm just like, gave her the double middle fingers outside the car window. Like, bitch, fuck you. Like, you fucking lucky, bitch. Because that's the difference between me and Gremlin. You see how you do something on me? I could have threw something at you. I had anything that I could have wanted to do something at you. But then again, there were a whole bunch of people that I respect and I fuck with that were holding you back and pinning you to the floor and holding you down. So if I would have threw something at you and it would have caught one of them, that's disrespectful as fuck. The same way that you threw something at me and you end up hitting the security guard in the face with a bottle. You end up fucking hitting the customers, hitting Taz, barely hitting me. I was a little wet, but I didn't get that wet. But it was just like, you have no respect for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that's gonna shoot into a crowd of people. That's you, shorty. You're unhinged. So I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna swallow this one, but I'm gonna get you later, right? So I left. As I get home, I get mad voice notes and phone calls. Yo, when I tell you, Gremlin is calling me down to the point where I had to block her. I had to really block her, because like, she was calling down my phone, leaving me voice notes, threatening me, cursing me out. I was like, oh hell no. In the voice notes that she was leaving me, she was sitting here talking about, oh, remember that time when you Zelled me that money? I know your name. I know your real name. I know where to find you. I know where you live. I know this, that, and the third. I'm coming for you. She was talking about, oh, remember I told y'all that shorty had all them cameras down there in the changing room? In the voicemail, she's like, oh yeah, you think I don't have videos of you changing? You think I don't have videos? Watch what I do with those videos, all this stuff like that. I'm like, she's talking about, oh, you Haitian bitch. You done left some of your stuff here before. I'm gonna use that. Jamaican people do obia. Jamaican people do obia. Don't worry. I got you. And I'm just listening to the voice notes, and I'm like, yo, people are so fucking dangerous. I'm just like, as closed off as I am as a person, like, I'm very closed off. I'm very introverted. I don't let people in that much. I'm very in control of myself, my space, my time, everything. And for her to have the little bit that she have, and she's trying to use it to threaten me and stuff like that. Like, you're sitting here talking about clothes that I left behind. I don't even remember even leaving any of my garments behind, but now it's making me feel like you went in my bag and stole something. And then whenever I was in the changing into my outfit, I was there with other bartenders. So you're recording us and you're looking back at the footage of us changing, you fucking Uber dyke. Like, it's just crazy to me. I'm just listening, and now like you wanted to all of our IDs, and now you're getting our information from Zelle payments and stuff like that. Like, and I think I had Zelled her once or twice for, like, you know, we had to wear the matching outfits, and she got her outfit lady. So sometimes the outfit lady, she would have to pay the outfit lady. So we would just send her the money, sometimes through Cash App, Zelle, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even thinking much of it. But girl, all you did was teach me how to be more conservative with my information, because now nobody's getting those Zells from me. Because if you're keeping my information from Zelle payments, bitch, you're not getting the Zelle from me. Fuck that. You're getting a fucking Cash App. Like, I just feel like nothing is safe anymore. Like, that's so fucking weird. Like, the fact that people would literally be plotting and planning the whole time and you're trying to live a normal life. Like, I was literally just trying to make a quick dollar, and it turned into this whole thing. She was even threatening me, like talking about I'm a unalive woman walking, I'm a corpse. Like, she was saying mad Jamaican stuff. You know how Jamaican people curse, oh, your pussy hole, I'm blood cleat this and all this stuff like that. Honestly, I was learning. I was listening to the voice notes like, oh, I'm about to use this. Blood cleat, pussy hole, blood clot, go and suck your mother. Pop, pop, chitty, chitty, pop, pop, boo, boo. Like, I was learning. But, so what ended up happening is, that next couple of days, me and Taz was like, we need to teach this bitch a lesson. So I definitely went to the police department and I filed a harassment charge against her. I went with all the voice notes, all the phone calls, all the threats she was making, and I filed the motherfucking charges against her. And her bitch ass got arrested. Yes, she's fucking dead. Fuck out of here, bitch. That's what the fuck you get, bitch. You're not allowed to harass people. That's not okay, bitch. You cannot do that. And y'all think y'all want me to live this little gangster lifestyle with y'all? I'm not living these gangster lifestyle with y'all. I'm a civilian. I'm a taxpayer. And I'm gonna use my tax motherfucking paying rights, bitch. And I'm gonna call the motherfucking cops on your fucking ass. You think about to sit here and threaten me? Mind you, I would never forget that I heard fucking stories about her fighting people and cutting their face and doing all that stuff. And then when she was sending me all them threats, I'm like, even in one of the threats, she talking about, oh, you lucky we wasn't at my house. If we was in my house, you would have got shot. I would have shot you. I would have shot you straight in your shot you in your head, all this stuff. And I'm just like, what is provoking? Like, it's one thing where people have beef. There's another thing where there's no provocation. Like, that type of hatred has to be provoked. That's how I know that she's just a fucking... She was hating on us in our youth the whole time, because it's like, where's all this hatred coming from? I don't even work for you. I never work for you. I don't even work for you. I don't work at your spot. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm so fucking confused. Like, I was listening to the voice notes. Like, this is the voice notes you send to, like, the other baby mama who knew that was your man and went and had a kid with your man. Like, that's not a voice note you send to somebody that just don't want to work for you no more because you're a crazy bitch. Like, you're legit threatening my life. Like, and you think it's okay, and you're doing it from your phone number, your registered phone number, on voice note. And I hate how people always attribute being Haitian to, like, freaking, like, black magic and stuff. Like, yes, my grandfather is a voodoo priest and my family do practice Haitian voodooism and all that stuff like that. Yes, I get it. But the fact that she was just even jump straight to that, like, whoever had any conversations with you about that? I never had no conversations with you about that. That just shows your ignorance. So it was just a lot that went into her actions that was just like, I just wasn't understanding how we got here. Like, how did we get here? I'm confused. Like, because I don't want to fucking work at your spot no more because you're fucking abusive. Like, you feel like you could put your hands on people. You feel like you can... I don't get it. So, me and Taz was talking. We like, yeah, we need to teach her a lesson. So, like I said, I filed a report on her. And after that, me and Taz, we got red and green dye. We poured dye all over the motherfucking carton, like fucking 4 or 5 carton of eggs. And we egged the fuck out of her spot. Egg that shit. Egged it. Egg yolk, scrambled eggs, omelet, eggs benedict her motherfucking ass. Bitch, go clean that up, bitch. You want to throw shit in people's faces? Go clean that shit up, bitch. Fuck you. Go clean that shit up now. And I know your shit stink. I know in front of your house stink. And then now we put dye with the egg, so it's gonna stain your shit, bitch. Yeah, eat that. Yeah, you're a marquieta, bitch. Fuck that. Now, you guys, like, I know it was a little immature for us to do that, but we were just so irritated, and I didn't want to do anything that was going to land me in any type of real trouble, even though vandalism is a crime. I just wanted to do something to, like, I don't hate her. I don't give a fuck about you. I would have to care about you to hate you. But I definitely wanted to do something to teach her a fucking lesson. Like, bitch, you're not just about to do anything you want and get away with it. That's not how this works. Like, bitch, you can get touched and your shit can get touched. How about that? So after that happened, I kind of just put everything by the wayside. Like, I blocked her phone number, and like I was just like, yo, it's so crazy to me because Tizza was like, Taz, she was like, yo, remember when you were talking about how she's getting out of control and one day she's gonna like, she's liable to like attack us, look how she talked to us, look how she treat us, like she's attacked people in the past, all that stuff, and you don't want to stick around for it. I remember saying that shit. I said that. I was like, yo, when you see how someone is moving, accept it. Why stick around for the inevitable? And the fact that I did not stick around for it and exited stage left before it could happen, and it still ended up happening somewhere else, and look at the extent of what she did at someone else's event. Imagine if I was still going to her spot. Imagine. Like, I just feel like, you guys, the moral of the story, everything that I kind of learned from this situation is, number one, all money is not good money. Okay, that's number one. All money is not good money. Even if money is coming in good, is coming in hot, always consider your safety, consider where you are, consider the people you are around, consider all that stuff before you stick around all types of people, all types of environments because of the money. Number two that I learned from this situation, as an adult, you are in control of yourself, you're in control of your life. Do not go out into this world and allow anyone to have authority over you, over your journey or the direction of your life. I don't give a fuck how scary or how gangster or how whatever they try to present themselves to be. No one has authority over you. No one can have authority over you. No one will have authority over you. And you need to make sure you walk in that essence, because people will try to play with you, especially when people feel like you're in a position. You got to remember, there are certain people, they're not under, especially like they're older. You got what I'm saying? They're not understanding our hustle these days. I'm out here hustling in the club, making coin, cash, quick money. Doesn't mean that I'm living a poor lifestyle. I just want the fast money. But then these people will see you in this environment and they will think that we're broken little girls and all that stuff, and think they can take advantage of us and use us. And don't ever let people put you in a position to make you feel like you can't make your own choices and they can control you and they can disrespect you and all that stuff like that. Like, hell fucking no. You choose where you want to be. You choose where you'll thrive, and you remove yourself from any situation that you need to remove yourself in the second you feel like it's unsafe for you, uncomfortable for you, all that good stuff. Don't let people choose you, and don't let people choose for you. You choose. Another thing I learned from this is that make your boundaries clear with people and stick to it. And the second somebody decide that they are no longer respecting your boundaries, you do not associate yourself with that person in any type of capacity, ever, period, point blank. And when you see how people treat other people, believe them and get the fuck away from them. No one is worth your mental health. No one is worth your safety, and no one has the right to put you in any type of predicament that is going to jeopardize your motherfucking safety. This woman was high on what type of drug and wanted to attack me. She could have been liable to hurt me, unalive me, and vice versa. Over what? We would have ended up in that situation over what exactly? And then always remember when people was hating on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like through the whole thing where she was like trying to get at me, she was calling me fat, she was calling me Haitian, she was calling me ugly, she was calling me all these different things. And I'm just like, yo, I'm just like, you was the same person who was hitting on me and sexually harassing me and all this stuff like that. It's just like, women are weird no matter how old they are. And I feel like older insecure women are even weirder, like are even weirder than the young ones. But yeah, I don't know what Gremlin is fucking up to. I remember me and Taz went on her fucking, because she wanted to have her business registered to Google. We went and left mad reviews, negative reviews on her shit. Like, bitch, eat that, bitch. And we got her Instagram taken down. She wanted to make a little Instagram and all this stuff like that and try to get modernized and stuff. We got that shit shut down, bitch. Eat that, bitch. You're gonna eat your motherfucking actions, bitch. We young bitches is gonna attack you, but you don't know how to protect yourself, bitch. So, let me stop cursing. But y'all, literally, I could go on about Gremlin, but that's what happened. That was the story about Gremlin. I'm happy with the way things turned out, because did I want to leave that party with my wig off? First of all, I had a glueless wig on. I was sitting here making money. Like, I had my phone on me, I had my money on me, I had this stuff. I was like, the last thing I want to do right now is get into a motherfucking fight with a bow dagger. Like, what the fuck? Like, for what? Like, I'm not even into that type of stuff. I look good. I have all these men out here who are interested in me, who has just tipped me good money, and I'm about to be walking out of here in handcuffs and a ball cap. Like, I'm not about to do that. A lot of people, they be trying to embarrass you. Like, that's what they want. She see all the attention I was getting. She saw all the love I was getting. And she did not like it. And she wanted to throw me off. She see how much money I was making behind the bar. That's how she wanted to take me from behind the bar. Like, bitch, fuck you. Like, bitch. I'm tired of talking about this bitch. I really am. Because she was such a disgusting person. Like, I just still to this day don't know how I ended up there. And the reason why I try to analyze how I end up in certain situations, because I don't want to go back. I don't ever want to be in that situation again. So I know y'all in the comments are going to tell me y'all point of view. I know a lot of y'all going to be like, oh, you should have hit her, this and that. And that was the crazy thing, because a lot of the bartenders were like, yo, she's scared of you. She's scared of you. I was like, she didn't look, the way she was charging at me, she didn't look like she was scared. But the bartender was like, yo, we've seen her fight so many people, and she's always the one to swing first. And she, even though she did all that extra shit trying to get to you, she didn't swing not one time. I was like, bitch probably knew in her heart better, because when my motherfucking grandfather send the motherfucking deities on your motherfucking ass, bitch, you better motherfucking smell the motherfucking coffee, okay? Because my deities don't play about me. If you know, you know. But nevertheless, but yeah, y'all, that was the motherfucking story. Like, a lot of the bartenders was like, oh, I would have hit her, you should have hit her, you should have hit her. Like I said, I defend myself. You're not about to sit here and attack me in my face, and I'm not gonna defend myself, bitch. Like I said, I pushed her out my face, bitch. The bitch didn't hit me, so she ain't get hit. But guess what? The bitch would have swung. The bitch would have got cracked in her head with a motherfucking bottle, and that's facts. And that's why the bitch got her fucking house egg. Her Google reviews is in shambles, bitch. And you ain't got no Instagram, bitch. Go make a new one. Bye. You don't even know how to market yourself. We were helping you market yourself, bitch. Bye. Fucking shorty is, how old is Gremlin? Gremlin's 47. Yeah, she's 47. She's 47. So yeah, I wish y'all could see how Gremlin dressed here. One time I thought we had a fucking Halloween. I came in, I was like, yo, I thought it was Halloween. Yo, Gremlin was dressed like Thelma or whatever from Scooby-Doo. I'm gonna add her right there. She was dressed just like that. She had the orange wig, and then she had like a little blue bow right here, and then like she was just dressed like that. I was just like, what the fuck? What made you put that outfit on? Like, what made you do your hair like that? Like I said, she used to dress like a man who is just trying to start off dressing like a woman. That's exactly how she used to dress. Like, and then would try to come at us about how we look. Do you see us? Girl. Gremlin, try dressing your age. I remember I told her that. I was like, you need to dress your age. Like, and that was the whole thing. When I was arguing with her and she was going all Jocelyn Okaina Bear on me. Okaina Bear. Yeah, let's call that. Let's call it Okaina. Okaina Bear on me. I was like, look at you. I was like, look at you. I was like, look at you in your little boots, bitch. Like, go sit down, bitch. She's getting tight because we kept laughing at her. I was like, look at you. You foaming at the mouth, shorty. Like, you're foaming at the mouth, bitch. You need a fucking shot, bitch. The fuck? They need to put you down, bitch. So, yeah, that's a good way to get at people. When you see people are acting unhinged like that, laugh at them. Laugh at them. Crack some jokes and go your fucking way. Continue to ignore them because they want a reaction out of you. They want to be in control of your reaction and your actions. They want a space in your life. Don't give it to them. Don't. Bitch. You're nothing, Casper. A ghost. So yes, y'all, drop in the comments and let me know what y'all would have done, what y'all reaction would have been if y'all would have ended up. Did I do everything right? What could I have done differently? Like, I don't know what I could have done differently. I stand by all my actions. I saw there was something wrong. I saw it was a place in a situation that I wasn't going to be able to thrive in. I left. I ran up into the person tried to antagonize me, provoked me. I kept my cool, I defended myself, and then I reported that person and handled my shit the way I need to handle it. I just now know that moving forward, if I ever do any bartending events, I'm not doing anything through my Zelle. I'm not giving no type of IDs for anything. I'm not having any type of people have my phone number, this and that. Like, I got a whole text free now that I'm paying the line for. Everybody gets that number. Like, I'm limiting all types of access to me, and I'm keeping everything business level because I don't want anybody to ever feel like they could cross my boundaries the way she's crossed my boundaries. Calling me at all types of hours of the night, watching me on cameras, threatening me, trying to control who and where I work with, fucking mentally abusing me, all this stuff. Like, bitch, like, what kind of shit is this? And it's like, as much as like I want to sit here and say like it's a me thing, it wasn't. This was happening to all the girls. I was just the one that got up and left, and I don't think that she liked that very much, because a lot of the girls just deal with it because they want to make their money and comfortably. A lot of these girls don't drive, they can't get to and far from. You don't need a license to work. Like, it's easy money for them, so I understand. But me, I have options. My God has given me options, so I'm thankful for that. I live with that with grace. And yeah, no, you're not about to treat me no type of way. Not about to happen. So that's the story time for today. I can't wait to see y'all insight on this story. Like, I've been talking for like over an hour now. I don't know how long yet. Over an hour. But yeah, I love long story times. And I haven't seen y'all in a minute. Yesterday, I was feeling mad, like a little bit empty. I was just like, oh, I feel so empty. And I realized like I haven't talked to my HARASDOLLS in a minute. Like, y'all really pour into me. I know I always say pour into yourselves, but y'all really come on here. Y'all pour into me. Y'all deadass got me to 5K. Like, we talked about it a few months ago. And we here, like, we made it, like, gang in this bitch, like, we made it. Speaking of 5K, y'all, let me shout out the winners. Let me shout out the winners. Let me get cute to shout y'all out. So you guys, this was one of the hardest decisions I had to make. And y'all, we're gonna have way more prizes. Like, what am I trying to say? Not way more prizes. I am going to be adding more prizes with all the things that I have coming up. All the like content that I have, I need your input. So I'm gonna have way more prizes coming up, and I just want everybody who didn't get a chance to win to know that there's gonna be more opportunities to win more prizes. And I still appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate everyone, not just the 5 winners. I appreciate all of y'all. If I could send gifts out to all of you guys, I would. That's the reason why the more I, you know, bring out content here, the more you guys support me, I'll be able to pour back into you guys the same way you pour into me. Thank you so much. Really, I love you. Okay guys, so before I present the 5K winners, I'm going to give you guys some brief instructions on how to claim your prize. To claim your prize, you guys, I will be listing a link down below this video in the description box. This link will take you directly to the shop.HARASNYC website, where you will be able to purchase your slot to win your prize. So you will have to make a purchase of 1 cent, you guys. 1 cent. And the reason why I'm charging you 1 cent is because I can't charge you $0. I would love to, but I need to process this as an order, okay? So I can ensure that everyone gets their packages and everything is recorded and documented. Number 2, after you have purchased this link and this product, which is for your giveaway, you will enter this code right here in the checkout process. This is going to help you guys get free shipping on your order, so I can ship the items to you guys. If you do not use this code, they'll charge you for shipping. The website will automatically charge you, and it will be nothing I can do at the end. So I want you guys to only be charged 1 cent just to have your order processed, and everything will be on me. You guys, this link down below is only for the 5 winners. Please do not purchase it if you did not win. You're just gonna make my job harder for me. You're just gonna give me a hard time to figure out the things I need to figure out. So the winners are going to be confirmed based on their mailing address, so I will know who is who. You ain't finna pull a fast one on me.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
I really appreciate your participation, and yes, now that I got the instructions covered down below, don't worry, my winners will get specific instructions sent to them as well, and I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so let's get into it. So my first winner is, drum roll please, my girl Riri. Riri, get here, get to the stage, get to the stage, get to the stage, get to the motherfucking stage. Riri in the house, Riri in the house. My girl Riri 987, what's that, 389? 739. Sorry girl, my girl Riri. Listen, you have been one of my favorite Haras dolls, okay? Like literally, you and I, we talk on here on YouTube, we talk on Instagram and DMs, we trade voice notes, like we get into it. I feel like not only do you resonate with me, but I have resonated so much with you through these past couple of months that we've been on this journey together, and I just love and appreciate the way you pour into me. Like, you joke with me, you're funny as hell, and you always keep it real. I love your unapologetic honesty, and I love your support, and I love the way you pour into me, and I love the way that I'm able to pour into you, and I really appreciate you, and I hope that we can continue this journey more with one another. And thank you for just being a Haras doll. Thank you for being a support system for me, and thank you for your continued love. Like, I don't know what to say, you guys are making me emotional. Riri girl, with love from NYC straight to South Africa, girl. Can't wait to send my prize to you. Okay, congratulations. Mwah. Love you. My next winner, drum roll please, KP0629. Get up here, girl. Get up here. Get up here. Hey girl, what's up? Congratulations, you're one of my 5K winners. I just want to say you are one of the first people who had a real conversation with me here on YouTube. You always ask me how my day is going through every single video. Like, we literally talk all the time on the live chat, and I just love how you care about me, not just the content. You care about just how my day is going, how I'm feeling, and I'm always asking you how you're doing, and just us getting to know each other and vibe with each other. And I just love the support you gave me, because you were one of the first people who made me feel like, damn, I should really come on here and keep posting because there are people resonating with me. You're the first person who I interacted with that brought that type of ambition to me, and I'll never forget it. I'll never forget you for it. I really appreciate you, and I hope you're doing well. I send you nothing but love and abundance, and I just want to say congratulations, and I'm excited for you to get your prize, baby. Mwah. Love you. Our third prize winner is, drum roll please, pop 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 pop. Miss L Moore 3122, get your behind up here. Miss Keep It Real, Miss Tell Me What It Is, no matter how it stings. Yo, my girl Miss L Moore, she will be in the comments icing me up like, listen, let me give you some real advice, sis. Let me check you real quick, sis. She checks me so, like, she makes me feel like she's my mentor, because she be checking me with so much love, with so much sternness, and I respect her opinion. I respect all the advice that she has given me through a lot of the things I've been through, and I've learned so much from you. Like, sometimes you be making me laugh. I'm like, I know Shorty did not just check me like this, but I be needing it. I be needing the tough love sometimes, like not Gremlin tough love, like, you know, a little bit more demure. So thank you so much, Elmore, for just pouring advice into me every chance you get, not judging me, and really just, you know, giving me the game, spitting the game to me and letting me know what I've done wrong, what I should do better. And I really appreciate your advice. So congratulations, baby girl. 5K. Our fourth winner is Miss T Beauty TV 4385. Did I get that right? Yes, T Beauty TV 4385. Hey, beautiful. My girl, you are my top commenter. Do you know that? Do you know that, sis? You are my top commenter. You have left the most comments for me on my channel thus far. I appreciate you so much for just engaging with me, for just showing YouTube that you actually love my content, and your consistent engagement has done wonders for me. Trust me, it's consistent viewers like you, Haras dolls, that are in my tribe, that keep my page thriving, keeps me on the explore page, and I really appreciate you so much. When I found out that you were my top commenter, I was like, oh my god, my girl. Like, we talk all the time on all videos, and I just hope you get to see this, and I'm gonna reach out to you personally, and I just want to say congratulations, beautiful. You are a winner of our 5K giveaway, period. And our final winner, you guys, drum motherfucking roll, drum motherfucking pop bro, is Cartoons with Mary 7616. Cartoons with Mary, girl, congratulations. I just want to say congratulations. Girl, I don't have much to say about you because you don't talk. You don't talk. You are one of my silent winners. I remember the one time you did say something in the comments outside of leaving emojis. You said, hey, you know, I'm a silent viewer. I don't always comment, but I'm always here and I support you. And I was like, hey girl, I welcome my silent viewers, because I'm a silent viewer myself. I'm a person that doesn't really comment all the time, but I love certain people's content, and I'm a consistent supporter and viewer. And I was like, just drop an emoji, just let me know you're here sometimes. And ever since I told you that, that's all you've been doing, dropping me emojis, letting me know that you're here, you're under this video, you're supporting. And I definitely wanted one of my silent winners to have an opportunity to win a prize, because you're a part of why I'm here as well. You all are. So congratulations to you. And I want to say congratulations to all of us. And all my prize winners, follow the instructions. I'll leave a more detailed instruction below in the description, but nobody else purchase the link, please, or you're not getting your 1 cent back. I'm not giving no refunds. Okay, I'm joking. But please, you guys, yes, if you have any questions about the prize winners, if you have any questions about how to obtain your prize and all the instructions, just shoot me a DM or an email, but I will be in contact with you guys for sure. And I just want to end off this video by saying, you guys, if you're not going to do what? If you're not going to do anything else, make sure you do what? Pour into yourself, pour into your motherfucking self. Y'all already know. Congratulations, everybody. We made it to 5 motherfucking K. A go Sarah. A go Haras dolls. A go us. On our road to 10K. Yeah, gang in this bitch. See y'all in the next one.